Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you all hear my voice? What's up, Kyle? What's going on? Let's go live, everybody, eh? Welcome. Welcome to the first ever Cyberpunk stream. Hola, hola, hola. I suppose I better say the iconic thing, right? Hey guys, it's Crafty here from Living in Beta. But yeah, nice to see everyone. Hope you're having a great evening. We're going to get started very soon. Let me just make sure everything's set up and ticking over nicely. Please use the chat to let me know if anything quality-wise goes wrong or, you know, anything of that nature. But for now, we're going to get started. So a couple of things to run through. In the description, you'll see lots of different links to various videos that we've created and also some playlists for Cyberpunk. You'll also see most importantly, a FAQ page for this stream, just to show you some information on what we're actually doing. Essentially, in the community tab on our YouTube, I put out a few polls for people to decide what they want the character to be. We're going to start a brand new game today, and there's been some very interesting choices made. We're going to run through them together. We're going to build our character. We're going to choose the easy difficulty because no, we won't. We'll choose hard difficulty because I'm not a scrub. And then essentially we'll go through the game together. And then when big decisions happen, like do we go for Pan Am? Of course we do. Do we kill Fingers? Of course we do. Those kind of decisions I'll throw out to the chat and we'll make some polls and we'll come together and make these decisions together. Essentially a community-driven stream of a full playthrough of Cyberpunk. Now, what decisions have been made? Well, first and foremost, you guys decided that we only can use things that we can craft as in combat. So things like weapon and armor, we're only going to be able to use the things we craft. Of course, in the first few missions, I don't think I have an opportunity to craft anything. Maybe I'll go bare knuckle and just deal with it that way. So we'll roll with that. And going forward, we'll obviously be focusing on crafting and only using the weapons. There was a good comment that was put out today or yesterday with regards to, does that mean you can't use cyberware? I don't know about you guys in the chat, but I feel like that's a little bit harsh. We can't craft cyberware, but we can craft cyberware mods. Correct me if I'm wrong. So maybe we'll still be able to buy the cyberware, but we'll, craft the mods. And the same with, we're going to have a high intellect, which I'll run through in a second. But things like quick hacks, etc., we're only going to be able to start using those once I can craft them. So that's kind of the combat part. And then attributes-wise, it was chosen to have high intellect and high tech. Obviously, high tech, so we're going to be crafting. And then high intellect, because that's what you guys wanted. And then an all-rounder kind of setup in the other attributes, which is going to give us a lot of foundation to build on, which I'm excited for. And then the last decision that was made was, of course, the life path and the gender. You guys were hard going nomad for a while, male nomad. But then it seems the trolls came out to play and chose corpo. So the decision we do have to make, though, is what gender corpo we're going to be, which hopefully you guys in the chat can help me decide in a second. So essentially, just to summarize, crafting only for combat, all-round attributes, but in tech and int at 20. And then, of course, we're choosing the corpo life path. And then from there, we'll rock and roll and see how things go. Any questions? All make sense? I'm hoping it all makes sense. If there's anything you want to give advice-wise or, any opinions you have, of course, use the chat because at the end of the day, I might put out videos, but you guys are definitely smarter than me when it comes to Cyberpunk, right? Right, so we're going hard. We might go to very hard if I get a bit confident, right? We're going to go corpo. Just because what you guys wanted, and I'll be honest with you, I would have preferred Nomad, but let's not talk about it. Now, the next big decision is, are we female or male? Any opinions in the chat? I need a decision. If you don't pick, then honestly, I'm probably going to go male just for the fact that I'd much rather like to have a relationship with Pan Am than I would Judy. That's just my opinion. But you guys let me know in the chat. If I don't hear anything in the next minute or so, then I'll just choose male. Male's the best one anyway, right? Come on. I'm not one of those guys who plays a female character. Oh, come on. Come on, Baron Crunchy. Female. To be fair, Judy's alright. Let's be fair, we're only choosing on who we want to go to bed with, right? Oh, female for Kyle as well. Alright, guys. Looks like female's the way then, right? I will say, though, well, firstly, let me change the FAQ because, let's be fair, I was going to be that guy who just didn't ask you guys and went for male, but hey, we'll go female now. That's fine. Secondly, obviously, there's going to be some boobs on your screen right now. This is not for younger children. Let's all not get crazy about the boobs. I'll try not to edit the vagina live on cam. How are we going to look, though? Do we use a preset? That's the question. I always used to like this preset. Pretty decent looking character, right? But I feel like we should maybe customize it to be a bit crazier than this. But we'll start with this. Or maybe we just randomize. Maybe you randomize 10 times and see what happens. Let's randomize 10 times from now and see what happens. Yeah? 1, 2. Wouldn't want to see that in an alley. 3, 4. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Could be the business. 5, 6. I swear I saw her in the street the other day. 7, 8, 9. The next one's what we're going with. Interesting. Interesting. We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. There's only one thing I want to change, though, is the eyes. Where is it? Where is it? The eye color. Because if we're going to be rocking tech and having a high intellect, I think it will be cooler to have things like this on the eyes, right? It's like you've got that kind of robotic, you know, the Kuroshi optics. Have them rocking and rolling. That kind of thing would look cooler with those eyes, in my opinion. So that's what we're going to rock with. And secondly, I'll be honest, not digging the hair color. If we're going to play Cyberpunk, we need to go crazy. Sorry about the vibrations. The old mobile phone kicking off. I think we need to go crazy hair color, though. Let's go something like pink. A bit too much, maybe. I'm digging that. I'm digging that. Or do we go orange? We're looking a little bit like the lead singer of Paramore here. Is that what we're rolling with? Paramore in Cyberpunk? Shout out to the Paramore lads. Oh, that's the one, right? Going this. We had a crazy day at the hairdressers. They just threw some paint on our hair, and we're gonna roll with it, right? And then let's of course go down to the bits and bobs. Now, there is something I do like doing, and it comes to the tattoos. Whoa, pink teeth. Are we having a laugh? We're gonna roll with it though. I do like. Where is it? Let's see. Here's obviously the boobs. Let's not get crazy. I do like rocking. Where is it? Where's the tattoos? I'm a big fan of this. I know Smave's in the chat right now. I don't know if you like these tattoos, Smave, but I feel like this could be the one. They look pretty cool, right? With the neck tattoos as well, if I try and find it, facial tattoos, we can match it up. Oh, we're not going to be able to see it, but I think we can match it up with, yes, the Mexican neck tattoos as well. Right, perfect. We're not going to look at penis size or pubic hairstyle. I don't even know if I have to tell you why. But there we. You know what? Let's have genitals on. No, off. Nah, we'll go on. We'll have it on. Just don't look at the vagina. Pubic hair, of course. And moving on. Right. So now we're talking about attributes, and because we're going to be focused on intellect and tech ability. Sorry, intelligence, intellect, intelligence. And tech ability, I'm going to dump as many points as I can in those at the start. Now, of course, you've got 7 available at the time. You can only put 3 extra in each of the areas you can see here, right? This is something that gets confused with people when it comes to what's the ideal build or how many points do I have to distribute. Well, you have 7 points now and then 50 throughout the game. So at the end of the day, we know we've got enough. So let's put 3 there. You can see here it doesn't let you put any more, just in case anyone was unsure about that. And then the intelligence will go there as well. And then I think what we're going to do is put one in, because we're going all-rounder, and I think it's good to have some extra health and stamina, then we will essentially put one in body as well. So yeah, this is the character we're rolling with. Let's do it. There was also someone saying that if you hover over this, something happens. Whoa. Hey, little Easter egg there for you. I've already found it. Pressing this opens up a little samurai backstory, right? Shout out to the YouTubers out there who do a better job than me at finding that sort of stuff. Right, let's crack into the game. Enough chatting. You guys know from my videos, I chat a lot. Going to be chatting a lot in this as well. Going to have to deal with it. Right, here we go. Let's do this. Hey, Kyle, that's a big question right there. I think Johnny tells you to reset them, right?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. I think Johnny tells you to reset. If I was you, I would do what your heart says. I like to keep them alive, and then you get your car and it's still working, right? But reset the factory, does feel like you're killing essentially someone, so that's up to you. Right. Oh yeah, Johnny would say that actually, wouldn't he? Johnny wants to be freed himself. Like you did. Just free him. If I was you, let's free him.
Anyway, what's going on?
Alright, let's get rid of this geezer.
Is there a problem?
Come on, come on.
We had a leak.
Now I'll be honest.
Dragged me in because we had to.
Can't anticipate Keanu Reeves, I agree. I'll be honest, Corpo start for me, not the most ideal, not my favourite, but
if you work in Arasaka counter intel,
at the end of the day,
you're always fucked.
Got to do what the community want, right?
Don't worry about me. I'll manage.
And it's not too bad. It's pretty cool as well. It has some Easter eggs that link to further in the game, and of course, you know, we're going to push away from the corpo lifestyle. You know, we're gonna be that woman who wants to be out in the gutters with the street kids, or wants to be rocking with the nomads. You know, we've got respect for those below us, who we think's below us right now. Bit of life perspective there, right? Let's wait for this geezer to move out of the way. Obviously, you guys may know this is an important character in the game. Let's not ruin the spoilers right now, though. Sorry, guys. Arthur Jenkins. Corpo is fun in terms of dialogue, yes, but there's something about Nomad that does make me kind of feel, you know, I relate to them more. As you can see, I live in a caravan, right? So, and I like getting dirty, you know. Andrew, you said male a bit too late there, mate. But hey, we'll roll with it. We're female now. We got to commit. At the end of the day, as we all know, we get to do bits with Judy, right? And I don't know about you guys, but it's not that bad. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but of course we can chat to this geezer here acting like he knows us. It's Frank, right? You know Frank. I've never seen this come into play down the road, but hey, let's speak to him and never know. You never know, right?
I didn't know
Let's
you were
see.
in Night City. Have you been?
And there's that classic mobile phone that, you know, I don't know if you've watched our secrets video, you can see it in the description, but apparently all the phones look the same, but this one, to me, looks a bit different, right? Is there some Easter eggs on these phones? Do we care about these other things? You know what, just because this might help us in the future, let's speak to the geezer.
Operation Cargo.
Operation Cargo, eh? Operation Cargo.
I didn't know that was you.
It was me. We dumped crates full of rifles into the ocean. They had to be pulled out using borrowed fishing boats.
There is talk. There is talk about the expansion. They put out some information a few weeks ago with regards to release date. They didn't give a specific date, but they said it'll be 2023, early-ish 2023. There's still going to be maybe a patch or two until then, just fixing more bugs, etc. Maybe a minor drop, but the big expansion is going to be coming in 2023, which is exciting.
What does everyone say about
Gives us something to work towards.
That he's effective, like any
You know?
psychopath.
And if they're putting the work into it, I feel like it's going to be pretty good. Pretty
He's
good.
in a tough spot. The director was supposed to greenlight his promotion.
Evening Nuclear, welcome, welcome.
She stabbed him in the back instead.
But yeah, 2023, I was a little bit gutted because I thought it would come at the end of this year.
We'll talk another
And I don't like waiting for more Cyberpunk content, right? But for now,
Seeing you again.
we've got to do what we've got to do. Right, let's head over to Jenkins and get this bit out of the way because we don't love the life path start for Corpo, right? It's pretty quick, pretty easy, nothing fantastic.
Please enter the antechamber.
Let's jog on. Get the scanning out of the way. I have one of these in my house as well.
Visitor authorization.
Evening, Pavlov or Stoyan. Apologies. Not to surname you,
Have a seat, V. Be right with you. We have to handle this voting issue
Right.
before we lose our bases.
Do I skip through conversation options? What's your guys' opinion? Do we want to be here all day listening to these geezers? But we all know what's going to happen, right? But there may be new people in the chat that don't know what's going to happen.
You know what to do.
Well, as you can see, he's just nuked everyone. And then his flat screen broke.
Director Abernathy.
I mean,
I watched the vote. What the hell was that?
I don't know about you, but no skip. All right.
Frankfurt dumped on us. As we
Always doing good on a good day.
the problem.
I told
Hey, if you don't want to skip, we won't skip. You might hear me talking over the chat though.
Understand what the cover-up will cost?
We would have lost the license. Now
Do we
gained
want
it.
subtitles? That's the real question.
Path of least resistance always. No nuance. Has you written all over it. We're not done talking about this.
Come on, come on, come on.
I hate that bitch. I always have.
This isn't the first time ever.
Subtitles is a safe bet, you reckon? All right,
Not the
let's get
first.
this conversation out of the way. No one wants to know what this guy is talking about, and then
So
we'll
she'd
move on.
be the one promoted to director.
Now, but all jokes apart, he's an interesting character and does suit the Corpo lifestyle, right?
Now she's holding a gun to my head to make sure I don't try anything. But she won't pull the trigger because she needs me.
It does
I
feel
do
weird
what
though.
she doesn't
I
have the
mean,
guts to do.
between me and you, I've played 4 or 5
Divide and
playthroughs now,
conquer.
right?
Effective strategy.
I'm not going to flex how many hours, etc. But I still, to this day, feel a bit sick playing Corpo.
You have to
But then it's
defend
got that classic, like,
Remind
Phoenix Rise from the
Abernathy
Ashes
you're
kind of
not
vibe, right?
You're right.
Smack her once, but
I don't
hard.
know.
She'll respect you.
Seems we see eye
Hey, it's
to
all
eye
good.
on this issue.
It's all good, Nuclear, it's all good. All that's happening now is he's telling us to, take this chip
Take
or
this.
shard, do some business for him,
The data shard.
pretending to trust us. You know how it goes.
Take it.
Classic Cyberpunk, classic Night City.
It's what I've collected over the past weeks. Biometrics, trauma team card, names of her closest
Yeah.
associates.
Street Kid is
Chief of security.
probably the most relatable in the game, I would say.
Everything.
But
Use it and make sure.
there's some
everything
elements
is
of Nomad as well, which is solid. I mean,
You
Corpo
say
in general
I need to defend
is massive in the game. The whole of Night City, if we're honest, is dictated by the corporations. But
I'll go down with you.
That's
I don't know,
true.
just something about it, right?
But everyone knows.
Oh, you've never played it, Nuclear? Wow,
Thanks to me.
welcome.
So it's not like
You're
they
going to
could
experience it
play
firsthand.
What'll happen if I
Worth a download though. For those of you that haven't played it,
Stupid questions.
it's pretty cheap right now, and you get a hell of a game for, I can only tell you the pounds amount, but for £25,
Take this too.
I mean, there's definitely
Friendship
worse games out
transactions
there.
are traceable.
Don't believe what people are saying as
Paper
well,
disappears as soon as you spend
This
it.
game is working in the best position it's ever been, in a great
Use
spot.
this money only. Find the right
Expansion
people.
coming in 2023.
And for
Constant
core tasks,
DLCs.
use
That look,
someone you know.
CD Projekt Red are looking after the game.
Are we clear?
What else is there to worry about?
I think we're clear.
Good. In that case, I'll await your report. And good luck with it.
All right, come on, Jenkins.
I have my AV
Move on.
waiting outside. It's yours to use.
All
And
right.
don't disappoint.
Before we carry on, let me remember the buttons and turn on the subtitles for the people out there. Cool. Right. And let's move forward. What do you mean, Nuclear, in terms of the best one to play? What do you mean by that? Mate, can you not see that I'm a bit busy? I mean, look at my face.
I don't have the time.
I don't mean to mistreat you, you know, but hey, come on. Shout out to Jackie.
You alive? How's things in the Viper Pit?
Viper Pit. Yeah. Couldn't have said it better.
You in some trouble?
No trouble, mate. No trouble.
Not yet. Just need a soul I can trust for now.
That kind of sounded like a yes. Meet me at Lizzie's.
All right.
Be there in an
Let's
hour.
do some business in our office first. Speak to this geezer. Give him our 2 cents.
I need your stamp on something. It's possible one of our assets was exposed.
Is this about Frankfurt?
Is it
Good
Frankfurt?
evening, Algerine.
No,
Sorry if I
information.
butchered your name.
Local.
Tell
Welcome.
me. Quick version.
Our
We're just
agents
settling
are
in
upset because
to our
this
female
was
corpo
onto him. They recently
tech
granted him
using
red security
goddess.
clearance. That's top. He's been fishing for dirt, but it's been slow.
Your point.
They're
Oh, nice,
clean.
Doyan. Platinum is what I want. I think I'm only a few achievements away.
Bleached server clean.
Problem is, I got hooked on a
They
blade
flagged him
build
and are feeding him phony
and
data.
never really touched pistols, and there's a couple of pistol things out there as well, right? But I'm looking at it.
Keep in there digging. We invested way too much getting
The best background is completely up to you. Nomad for me, but in general, they're all pretty cool. They have different dialogue options, and there's the odd. I think there's a specific quest per life path as well, and then there's the overall RP of the game. You know, which if you're anything like me, you like to pretend you actually are the character. Yeah. Right. Let's get the cognitive booster out of the way. Let's use the card, and then let's crack on. Right, do we want to use a PC? How's our dating apps doing? Anything? Some business there. Any emails? No. If you're anything like me in my actual IRL job, you don't read emails like this. You move on. Let's get out of here. Let's go meet Jackie. Get some cardio in on the way. I don't know if there's actually anything else you should be exploring in this kind of zone. It seems like a building that is important, and obviously once you leave here, you don't get a chance to come back in outside of glitching, right? So if anyone knows before I leave, it's worth exploring.
Access granted.
Pretty sure it isn't though. I'm pretty sure we'd know about it, right? My own personal vehicle as well. Let's rock and roll. Is there any other new players in the chat as well? I know Nuclear said they haven't played before, but
Your destination.
be interesting to know if I'm the first person showing any new people out there Cyberpunk, because you're going to experience a journey with me, I promise you that.
No official statement has been forthcoming. Intercepted radio communications suggest max tag.
Yes, Ant, there is.
A widespread power failure has been
The most blatant one is when you start as a street kid. The guy you speak to at the table, when you do that mission for the bar guy asks you, can you please go speak to the geezer to, I'm literally not explaining this very well, but the bar guy asks you to go speak to the geezer for him. You speak to him and he asks you to do a quest. Obviously, no spoilers, but things happen. And then he contacts you later on in the game, and then you end up doing a quest for him where he tries to stitch you up. So little things like that. I mean, look, I'll be honest. I made a video about life paths. People mostly took it well, but there were some comments saying they don't actually matter, and I can see what people mean. But there is still some flavour in there, and the odd new quest and different dialogue options is pretty cool in my opinion. Could they do more? Of course. I'd love DLC to be featured around it as well, right? But maybe that's something for the future. But I'll be honest, it's still cool to pick the specific life path you want. And it gives some replayability as well, right? I think there's some unique weapons as well, depending on your life path. I know I'm supposed to know this stuff, but we'll find out together, right? Let's see if there is a Corpo quest. But yeah, next gen update's been good. This new patch is good. You're going to experience some new things with me over our playthrough every week. Oh, sorry to interrupt myself, but there's a life coach.
Yes, we weren't scheduled to connect until the end of the week.
Quantified Satori received notification of a somewhat troubling biometric reading.
I know what you mean, Nuclear. I know what you mean.
Is everything in order?
Everything's always dandy, right? We're even good on a good day.
These are dandy. Everything is.
Just think back
But
to
yeah.
our last session. The
I like to.
neuromobilization
I mean,
exercises 3 times a
I mean,
day
we are a bit of a weird
fail
character
so
here, but hey, let's pretend to be the female Corpo we are.
Okay.
Let's pretend that we went to the hairdressers and gave ourselves that colour. Let's pretend that we removed our eyeballs and put in these retinas that can help us scam people. Let's do it. If I need to wear a dress in a couple of episodes' time, I will. Let's see what happens. I mean, I've always wanted a life coach, so hey, got one of those. Also always wanted a taxi that flies, but hey, not quite there yet. Let's hope Tesla comes out with something cheeky. Elon Musk has got to have something up his sleeve, surely.
Designated landing site has been detected at the destination.
Find a spot close to the bar. As close.
Obviously, I should have put a disclaimer at the start as well, but there is various levels of nudity and swearing in this. This is not for children, of course. Maybe it is. Up to you. I'm not in charge of your children. I'm just letting you know that if you're not interested in it, then don't. Then beware. Nice, Aldrian. Honestly, oh, hang on. This bit's fun. Not that guy out with the basketball. Do him in the neck. Gold trousers ain't feeling it. And then there's one thing you've got to remember to do here, guys, right? You've got to remember to do it. Watch this. Ready? Have you ever seen a swish swish before? Hey. All net. All net. But yeah, I was going to say, this game does make you want to replay it more and more and more. Oh, Corpo quest involving Frank. I just spoke to Frank. I didn't realise Frank was a guy that's interesting. I always pie Frank. Hey, I'm glad you told me that. And no violence. You know what? Maybe I should have put that as an option. Completely passive guy or girl that doesn't do anything. But hey, come on. There's some quests out there where you just need. I mean, Fingers needs to be punched eventually, right? So.
I don't get paid to do that.
I went for the DLC where we can join the mocks. That's the real DLC, right? It reminds me of, you know, them Skyrim mods where you can choose different life paths. You can be like, I don't know, you can be someone living on the street, or you can just be like a barman or something like that. I want that in Cyberpunk. I know there's some mods out there on PC, and we're playing on Xbox Series X right now, but the mocks would be a very cool thing to join. Right, this is my local dive where I come and pretend that I'm younger than I am. Try and pick up women and get pied, as we all do. We all know that experience, right? Moving on. Just having a little explore. Now you could walk around and try and find the classic stairs like this. Yeah, let's be civilized. We're Corpo after all, right? Let's go through. And here we get to meet my favorite character in the game, Mr. Jackie, right? Everyone wants a friend like Jackie. Hey, I don't wear shorts, mate. Yeah? I go commando.
You too, Jack.
You?
How you been?
I got sparks flying between the Valentino boys and Maelstrom. Eddie's there for the taking, as long as you don't get flatlined. You know how it is. Can't complain, but
Hey, this music.
we ain't here to shoot the shit about me.
I mean, come on. This club's not really popping, is it?
Let me hear about this problem of yours.
Hey, Jackie, come on. Don't start spreading rumors,
Jackie,
mate.
before I start, this stays between us.
Por supuesto.
Cheers, Nuclear. I appreciate it. We've had a bit of time off on Cyberpunk, but we're back now. House move had to happen.
So could I.
Hey, don't forget to check out Elden Ring as well, though.
Talking to, right?
Raza and Spade have been doing big work on that.
Remember what happened in Mexico at the border?
Elden Ring's a solid game that I suck at, so I'll let the boys
I know.
do the gameplay of that.
Word about the cartels had gotten out.
Maybe watching Crafty die a lot on Elden Ring could be a laugh.
That's why you came to see dear old
Something for the
Jack.
future, maybe. Right,
Data shard.
come on.
Take it.
So are we saying that Frank is involved in the future, or Frank's not involved? Where's Frank? What happens to Frank?
Won't come cheap. It'll have to be done on the sly.
I feel like
No trail.
I've never seen Frank again. And if Frank is involved, Benjamin may have just seen something I've never seen before.
A runner with a gold-plated brain and a driver with wheels from hell.
Oh,
Not to
Benjamin.
mention the
Benjamin or Andrew. Let's just call you Benjamin.
The piece I missed.
But I can't wait for that. That might be something I've never done in the game. Which sounds crazy,
Delicate situation, I know.
but
That's why I
hey,
need somebody.
see, this is what I'm saying. Life paths mean nothing apparently, but hey, I've never seen Frank before outside of that little bit that I always walk past him.
plain and simple.
It's worth having these conversations, right?
Sokka operates. Or
I think
Okay,
in
maybe you
Cyberpunk as well,
don't.
they do it very subtly. Like, you can
professional
easily
request,
walk
I
past
can.
Frank, like I have 50 times, right?
But I can.
You can walk past Frank, never talk to him,
Should too.
never be interested, and then
What do you say we liquor up and talk life?
you never see it. But then you're telling me, speaking to Frank,
Double tequila with grenadine and lime.
Frank of Pacifica?
Nothing better for drowning nerves.
How do you guys just know Frank? Me and Frank don't go way back. Me and Frank don't even know each other.
Was that a toast? The hell does that even mean?
Look, do I need to make a video on Frank?
Raise a glass to
Is that what
your
we're saying?
mamá, your hermana, to the mamacita you'll meet at the bar.
Also, I do have
Doesn't say a damn
a task I
thing.
want to do in this playthrough. I want you guys to come along for the ride. I've been speaking a lot in the comments with regards to all the crazy robot sightings in the game, right?
You know what it is?
I think we need to make it our aim to find as many weird robot encounters as possible. I mean, there's the robot grinding on each other, there's the robot dance robot, there's robots apparently next to V's apartment doing some crazy stuff, there's robots playing poker. We need to find every robot. I feel like one day CD Projekt Red are just going to turn the switch on these robots and there's going to be a whole new gang we didn't know about. Maybe Frank's a robot.
you want to be top, you gotta have some skin in the game.
Yeah, but you're not on top. Saburo Arasaka
Oh,
is.
Mass Effect is one of my top 5.
Keeps him there.
Even the latest one, which people hated,
For yourself. That's the only
is
way.
all about Mass Effect.
Maybe someday.
Mass Effect,
Now-
Elder Scrolls,
I'm still well within their reach.
Fallout, all the classics.
Always. Hey,
Maybe that's very stereotypical, but
got a problem?
V, is that right?
hey.
You're from Arasaka HQ. Is there
All
a
right,
problem?
Benjamin.
Are you here about Frank?
Benjamin it is.
We're here for you.
You're one of those rare
Jenkins
breeds that have
assigned
2
you a
first
task
names in your
today.
name,
You'll share all the details with us.
which makes
Name the
you
department again? Didn't quite catch
above
it
other
first
people.
time around.
Because, hey, that's a good place to be. Hey, I've just been robbed.
How you feeling? Pretty sharp dive.
Oh, yeah, Starfield for sure.
Your
Massive.
access to company
I can't wait for that.
networks is hereby revoked. In 2 minutes, any company cybernetics in your possession will cease functioning. Give us the data you received from Jenkins. This
Alright,
will
you
conclude
know what?
termination procedures.
How'd you find out? Oh, nice.
Find out.
Did you have a favorite life path, Benjamin?
The data, now.
Gotta be Nomad, right? Surely.
Information's on the shard.
Smart choice.
Surely it's Nomad. You didn't play as a corpo. Hey, I feel ya. At the end of the day, Algerine, I didn't either. I think I tell a lie. I've got a corpo around level 40, but I'll be honest, it's purely for YouTube videos, trying to figure out those exploits, right? It's nothing I'm that serious about. But hey, we're going to get serious. We're going to embrace the corpo in this. Embrace it. Let's get it right. Oh, come on. Come on, come on.
Maybe we join in, huh? Before you know it. Somebody
Hey, this is quite eerie, right? It feels like they're in your head.
We came for. It'll do for now.
Get out of my head, man. Still, the music's banging, right?
dodged one there.
Right, we're nearly through the first intro, guys. Don't worry. The world's going to be our oyster very soon. But remember, we can only use weapons that we can craft. That was the community decision. So I'm thinking, do I either allow being able to use the first pistol that I get in the first prologue mission, or do we go bare hands and deal with the consequences? I think we can take out everyone silently anyway, bar the big geezer with a machine gun, right? The big, like, Gatling gun thing. But we'll see. What do you guys think? Don't use the pistol, go bare hands until we can craft one? I think that's the best thing to do. Let's not, you know, let's not break the rules before we've even started the game. Come on. Stay positive, Corpo V. Stay positive. Go in, swing. Exactly, Scrants. Go in, swing. I'm not going to swing. I'm going to go in, tickle him behind the scenes, you know? Creep him behind, little tickle here, take him out. Little tickle there, take him out.
No, Jack, I did. Lost everything. Access to intel systems.
No swinging. No swinging for me.
Contacts. Every shred of credibility.
Hey, have you seen my hairdo? It is sinister. Alright, Jackie, come on. Hey, we're about to see one of the best intros of any game, right? This intro is one of my faves. Not the Corpo one. The generated one that happens after the life path. Hey, Corpo clothing. I appreciate that. Here we go. Hello there, Night City. Let's do it. This is a cool intro. Shout out to Jackie's mum. Look at my character. What has happened? Are we allowed to change the way she looks eventually? What do you guys reckon? How about every act? Every new act we do it. Part of the leveling up process, yeah? The big man. Just a standard Friday night in Night City. Lose a tooth. Didn't need it anyway after pink. Hey. Can't be buying guns, Jackie. That's not how we're rolling, mate. One thing that I am pretty sad about crafted weapons only for you guys out there that play Cyberpunk. We're going to miss out on Skippy. We're not going to miss out. We're going to pick up Skippy. With rare and iconic weapons, a point was made to me the other day that when we pick them up, we can actually craft them, right? Which is good. But Skippy, as you guys know, is very unique. And we ain't going to be able to use him. But maybe now and again when we're walking down the street, we'll just listen to Skippy now and again. Shout out to Red Dead as well. Even number 1. There was a moment in Red Dead when you're going from the main area into like the Mexico area. We'll skip the tutorial. And the sunrise is happening. And that song comes on. I don't know if you remember the song. It's by Jonas someone, or I can't remember his name or their name. But it's a quality moment. One of my favourite moments in the game, actually, Red Dead 1. And it's one of the main things that happen in Red Dead 1, which made me feel like, you know, games can actually be, like, let's not get too deep, but games can be an escape, and that's what you want them to be, right? Now, I don't know if you know this, Jackie, but we ain't allowed to use the weapons you give us, bro. So, we'll go in bare hands. Jose Gonzalez, that's it. Baron Crunchy with a save. That is a tune. If you guys haven't heard it, YouTube that. Red Dead 1, Jose Gonzalez. Quality moment. Big moment. And if you haven't played Red Dead 1 or 2, definitely check it out. You have to give it some time, though. It's one of those games that you have to sink some time into. Right. This is T-Bug. If you haven't met T-Bug before, there's some absolute legend, a net runner, and
Sure,
A little bit of
you're
a
on board,
sidekick for now, you
that
know?
don't make you any less part of this squad.
Squad.
Hey, come on.
Charming.
Let's just calm the hell down, yeah?
Calm the hell down, both of you. Almost there.
Just
Yeah,
focus
Buck.
up, you know?
You focus.
Anything interesting on the board? Right. Let's do this. Always look around for loot as well. Let's not forget that. We've got to be a pack rat.
Looking for 1237.
Sorry, love. Get back inside, alright? Go watch your EastEnders episodes.
Zero eyes on her biomon. Fingers crossed it's not too late. Try hacking the door.
Well, we're doing things a bit too fast.
Shit. Hurry.
Okay. Let us hack the door. Go on in, Jackie. Let's do this. No? Alright. After me. Make sure we loot everything. So when it comes to weapons, of course, we can't use them. I know I keep reiterating that. Unless we craft them. So we're just going to essentially disassemble them anyway. But we need to get crafting materials early. So it's important to pick up everything that we find. Alright, Jackie. Relax. Told you I'm a pack rat. We need to loot some stuff. No. Sideway looks a bit too cheap, my friend.
Sandra Dorsett's protected
not our
under
person.
Echelon 2 Corpo immunity.
Always pick up these things as well. I'm not going to read them all, but you never know. Maybe we'll go through some shard reading in another episode.
Back alley fix
Or another stream.
Not our lucky gal. Let's keep looking.
Right. This is where we have to get handsy because we can't use our gun, right? Now, I'll be honest, even when you are not doing a playthrough like mine, or like ours, let's be fair, because it's community driven, I still would sneak in this situation anyway if I was you. Now, what I'm going to try and do is take them down and not kill as many people as possible, right? Now, we will kill people, let's be fair. I ain't going to hang around. But what I'm saying is, if we don't have to kill them, let's try and save some lives, yeah? Let's remember that mantra. I give it, what, an hour before I change my mind on that? But let's see. Right. Alright, Jackie, relax.
On your toes. More bodies incoming. They're almost on you.
Relax, Jackie, relax.
Oh yeah, D, they're coming.
Right.
For your jets.
Let's concentrate, team. What? You're having a Barney! I was hidden! Hey, watch this. Jack. Oh, you're having a Barney. We got anything to heal? Yes, we have.
Scabs are still crawling. Clean it up.
So it's a good way to start the stream, really. Proving that we can sneak.
No way. Not neither.
Jackie's not down, is he? What an absolute legend. Oh, the right hook of dreams! Jackie's dead. Too early. He's not dead, don't worry, guys. Just trying to bait these guys out, because at the end of the day, if I walk in there on hard difficulty, I am going to be owned. Hey, come have a laugh. Oh, he's back up. The business end of Jackie's pistol. Right hooks. Right hooks. Retreat. Ooh, just clipped my ass. Hey, let's not start swearing, alright? We're all friends here. Hey, calm it down. Calm it down. Jackie, you're not down again, are you, mate? Right, this didn't go to plan, guys. Let's be fair. Granada! Let's see if I can bait them round. Will they follow? Right hooks for days. Anyone else? Anyone want to play some peekaboo? Ow. Alright, run away. No. If they throw a grenade in here, it is night night, sweet dreams, God bless. Jackie, you're having a freaking nightmare, bro. Look question is, can we craft anything right now? No. Alright. That's fine. Hey, stick with it. It's fine. It's not how we planned it to go. Hey, can we stop swearing, mate, yeah? We're live. We're live in front of 10 people. Hey, right hooks. See you later. We're good. We're good. We're picking them off. This is like... basically Anthony Joshua. Let's not lie. Tyson Fury. Oh! Right, who's left? Just the big geezer now, yeah? Just the big geezer. Hey, Jackie. Tanking for me, mate. Left, right. The stamina bar. Hey, come on. That weren't hard. What are you talking about? I didn't clench my ass. What are you talking about? Hey, we can't be using that. Get rid of that. Let's loot the area. Let's not mess around. We got some crafting to do. All the weapons mean materials. Anything else? It's like Christmas over here. Anything else? Anything else? Get rid of this. Sorry, mate. Just had to move you out of the way, you know. Right. We are good. As I said, we didn't plan it that way, but we'll take the dollar off the side. Loot the weapon. Check his emails for a laugh. Toys. Let's not talk about that. You had money on the big guy? Hey, I've been trolled. Maybe if you knock the guy out, he's too ashamed.
Jesus.
Right, let's examine the body. A very emotional scene here, guys. Keep positive, yeah? Again, disclaimer, there is nudity.
I think I got her. Got our target.
We make it? She alive?
About to find out.
V, jack into her biomon. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Hey, to be fair, we have got another person in this tub, T-Bug. What should we do?
Fuck. Like slabs of meat.
Keep it together, V.
Keep it together? It's easy for you to say, look.
Tiny scar on the subconscious, that's all.
Heard people who live through shit like this get panic attacks without ever knowing why. You'll be sipping a glass of ice cold water and suddenly your hand's shaking.
V, jack
Alright,
into her biomon. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Jacking in.
Jacking in.
Imagine if this sort of stuff was in real life. Just a little connection in the back of your neck. Start downloading information. Got your passport on you? Yeah, yeah, just stick it in here, mate, yeah. Are you old enough to get in this club? Yeah, mate, just stick the tube in there, mate, yeah. See how it is. You want to buy this, do you? Yeah, yeah, got to do contactless. Right. Jackie, keep it together, mate, alright?
Scott Muncher's hack, huh? Got an idea. Check her neural cord.
Tesla are trying it, yeah? Hey, Elon Musk. Buying Twitter, having a laugh, doing the business.
Get her out of here?
We found her still breathing. Can't lose her. We need that biomon working, checking for hemorrhages, whatever.
Alright, calm down, T-Bug.
Found the shard. Removing now.
Check the biomon. Anything change?
Greetings, Sandra. If you are conscious, assume recovery position now.
Black Mirror episode, yeah?
Evacuation unit has been dispatched and is due to arrive at your location in 180 seconds.
Biomon claims trauma will be here in 3 minutes.
Your premium plan will cover 90% of the projected costs of your
Premium plan, eh?
treatment.
Please cover me, Jax, come on.
Jack, look sharp. Not done yet. Don't know who's out there.
Locked and ready, V.
It does sound like one, you're right. To be fair, Black Mirror, very much like things that can happen in the future, right? But like eerie close to things that could happen in the future.
Catch, Chica!
Straight in the chest. Also, imagine having that IRL. Let's be fair, people will be like hiding behind quick save, doing shots of that. You can imagine the young children in garages asking you to go buy them a biomon. Go on, mate, just sort me out. Just want to jab it in my chest. Right. Alright, mate. Look, I wouldn't bring her to you if I wanted to do anything sinister, you know? Alright, alright. Keep your knickers on. Right.
5 steps back. Now.
Okay, okay. We're good, we're good. Shout out to Sandra.
TT-133 to control.
We did our job, Jackie, don't worry. I mean, this geezer definitely wants goes. Hang on a minute, mate. I barely did anything. Calm yourself down, yeah? I bet he knows Frank. He looks like the kind of guy that knows Frank. Benjamin did warn us about Frank. Yeah. Come on. Bet he did anything wrong, mate.
Let's get out of here. Elevator gets us to the garage direct.
Good work.
Yeah, I do need to remember what I'm saying in Naked Women. I agree. Story of my life, that.
See you in the near future.
Listen, Chica, I got this thing. Mind if I borrow your wheels?
Borrow my wheels, mate. I mean, they're here. What do these do? Not great rims, but we did nick these front 2 wheels off a trolley. But
don't get used to it.
Saving my ass, V. Thank you.
Sure. You drive my car home, mate. Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
I'm beat as it is.
Oh, almost forgot. Should get Wakako in the house.
Alright. Let's give Wakako a buzz. Good friend Wakako.
V, how did it go? Our client is alive and well.
Yeah, she's kind of alive. Yeah.
Relatively well.
Done the business.
Trauma team took her off our hands. She'll recover.
Splendid. Your payment awaits you. Ready
Sure.
to come and grab
We will do. Don't you worry about that.
away.
Now we have got something that's about to happen, guys, where I have to use a weapon that's not crafted. Look, I can't throw fists from the side of a vehicle, so we will forget this ever happened, and we'll just talk about it in the future about the last time we ever used a weapon that wasn't crafted, right? Okay, level up. What we saying? What we saying? You know what? Let's go into the character and distribute points now. So, look, the plan is, as I've said, community decided to have tech and intelligence to 20, and then the rest all round. Now, I'm feeling like we're going to need body up to as high as we can once the points are distributed in tech and intelligence, just for that extra health and stam, damage of melee weapons, etc., right? And then cool's also really cool, you know, excuse the pun, just because of that cold-blooded and ninjutsu. Now, the real question is, though, are we going to be crafting blades and handguns and assault rifles to be doing the business, or are we going to be going down the kind of annihilation, sniper rifle, shotgun, bare knuckle fighting street brawler? I feel like we just had 20 rounds of half a crew just then, and we did the business. So I think we big up some body. I haven't got the attribute points yet though, so I'll shut up. So, but essentially that's what we're going to do. And then I think we get body to 11, and these two fairly even, maybe cool a little higher, just for that crit damage. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling the vibe of that.
Sleep in my own bed tonight. We better put in 5th.
Leave it to me, Chica. I'm driving.
All right, you drive, mate. Yeah, you drive. I don't know about you guys, but this car ain't all that. In that little intro video, it made it look like Jackie and V were doing some business, making some big money, and she's gone and bought herself what is essentially a Ford Mondeo with a bulletproof TV in it. I mean, the radio is like hidden away. I mean, we have got a nodding dog though, and a baseball bat.
Can't stop digging Night City.
Right.
City like any other, just bigger.
Nah, Chica, not just any other city. Morgan Blackhand, Andrew Wayne.
Shout out to Adam Smasher.
Adam Smasher. Legends are born here.
Everyone's a fan of Adam Smasher, right? Come on, Jackie. Use that brain of yours, mate.
Locking down Watson, remember?
Oh shit, you're right. Is it just me or...
Right, here we go. Let's see if my aim's any good these days.
I don't like this, V. Not one tiny bit.
So, right, remember, forget this. We never did this. This is a crafted pistol.
Come on, V.
Keep her steady.
Come on, V. Hey, come on, come on. Hey, we'll do it. Whatever you think's good, Ant, we'll give it a go. Alright, mate. Just give me a second. Now, there's a little conversation to have here. Dying this early is not good. A little embarrassing, let's be fair. Especially after fisticuffs.
Oh shit, you're right.
Right, you remember when I said we don't remember this bit because it's not a crafted weapon? Well, let's not remember this bit because I died. Yeah?
I don't like this, V.
The thing is, they tell you to go for the driver. Right, let me concentrate a minute, yeah? I'm putting this down to Ant distracting me, you know? You know what Ant's like. Chatting in the chat. Come on, love.
Holy fuck!
Mierda, perdón. Got you, asshole.
There we go. Now try and kill me, bro. See? Simple as that. What are you talking about? It never happened. It's all good.
Scratched your baby up pretty bad. Sorry.
Let's not talk about it.
It's okay. It can wait. Let's just focus on getting home.
Easy as pie. There's only a couple of bullet holes in the window and, you know. Do we need a death counter on screen? Is that what we need already?
Damn. Pulling out all the stops.
Come on, mods. Sort out a death counter on my screen. Let's have it.
Watson's on lockdown to further notice. Necessary security measure.
Hey, if there's no death counter, it never happened, right?
Damn, are we ever lucky we ran into you?
I've always wondered in this. I know it's raining and stuff, but it looks like she's gone out for a jog. Look how sweaty that forehead is.
Only somebody with a heart of gold
And that chin. That's a sweaty chin.
Back to my girl.
Your girl?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna be worried sick if I don't show. I mean, I'm trying to be a stand-up guy. She's giving me a chance. Wait.
Come on. Come on, please.
That's a shame.
Look at him. No model citizen, maybe.
Jackie's a good guy.
He's a good kid.
Don't you know about Jackie? He's a good guy.
Let them through. But they're the last. Okay, on your way.
You have a good evening now, officer, ma'am.
Okay, we're getting there, guys. Prologue's nearly done.
So you can be
Hey, Chris, come on.
When am I not nice?
It never happened.
Always.
I'm always never not nice.
It never happened, I promise. I'm only used to playing on easy difficulty. That's the problem. It's a bit ironic, though. Fisticuff 7 people. Absolutely fine. Get a pistol in my hand and die. Hey, it's the world we live in, you know? Yeah, shout out to Dragon Age as well. Big game. Big fan. Hoping the next one's going to be great as well. But you never know what EA's doing with their life these days, right?
Doesn't look like your average.
Max Tack doing business.
Ain't your average badge.
Also, shout out to the original trailer where Max Tack is doing business.
Apex predators. MTAC
Hey,
goes in when things fly out of hand.
you're right, Baron.
Dogs out there, though.
Maybe we're like jinxed. Exactly. When we pick up a weapon that isn't crafted by ourselves, by our own blood, sweat, and tears, it just backfired. If anything, no one saw it, but the bullet may have come back and killed. I might have killed myself. You know? May have had a misfire. I mean, no one's investigating what Jackie was doing in the car as well. Maybe Jackie slid a knife, you know? Maybe he thought, I've had enough of this guy, can't hit a target, let's take him out. If anything, we need to do some investigation.
Made it. Almost a jerk.
Exactly.
What about you?
In-game punishment.
Likely to make it
Got to keep me honest, you know?
Chill, V. They'll let me through.
Sure about that?
There is a question though I've been thinking. With the crafting situation in terms of materials, am I allowed to buy materials? Or is it only materials that's from disassembling things I picked up in-game? I feel like we'll be proper hard mode if it was only taking apart weapons. And let's be fair, we're not going to do any exploits in this playthrough, so our money levels are not going to be extreme. So I say we can still purchase materials, personally.
Tell Misty I said hi.
I will.
Alright, look after the car, mate. Yeah, enjoy it. Love you. Right. Do we have points now? Yes, we do. Right, as I was saying before, we're going to put a point in body because I'm feeling annihilation and tech, right? I'm thinking corpo, shotgun geezer maybe a light machine gun. You know, we only pop off. Hard mode is only bought materials. Well, that is hard mode. Actually, you're right. Especially if we don't do any exploits for money. But anyway, yeah, I'm thinking shotgun, light machine gun, maybe a sniper rifle. And then we go fisticuffs as well. But not only when coach wants us to do missions, but also just kicking off, you know. Get the fists out when we need it. At the end of the day, every now and again you need to fist someone. But what we're going to do first is increase that carry capacity, because at the end of the day, we're going to be carrying lots of things to make more materials out of. Straight away. Boom. Moving on. Let's go get our head down. Later, Nuclear. Thanks for checking it out. Enjoy work. Hopefully see you soon. Streams are on all week. Not all week. Every week. They'll be about. Oh, Chris is off too. Come on, Chris. Stick around. You're my good luck charm. I ended up killing things once you were around. Hey, I've always thought about this, right? This gate's broken until we go to sleep. Maybe the handyman only works. Like, what's the time? Like 10 PM. Handyman at night, yeah? Fair play. Also, some of these apartments, you'll notice that a couple of them you can get in once you have high body. And you can also see, look, things like rent paid. This is a new feature in patch 1.5 if anyone hasn't seen this yet. Because we get apartments now. This one's got rent overdue, which is classic. Oh, Chris, still around. That's good. That's another question, right? What apartment are we going to go for? I'm feeling we go for the little cheap one and just stick with that. Make it our home, you know? Pretend we're at uni or something. Do the business. Anyway, you alright, mate? Seems to be alright. Let's crack on then. Let's get to some places where we can actually do some business. Check our weapon stash. So what my plan here is as well, because we're going to be crafting things, it means we can fill up the storage, right? We can start showcasing all the things on the wall. I don't know if there's anyone in the chat right now that's managed to fill up the wall. I still haven't managed to fill it up. And I've always pictured the idea of having, like, you know, just the whole wall full of weapons. It'd be pretty decent. I'm unsure as well if it's just unique weapons, which would be pretty cool if it is. You know, I'm feeling that. But so what we'll do is every unique weapon we pick up, we'll store in here. So the original gets stored, and then we'll craft our own knockoff version. Because that's the only thing that's allowed anyway, right? Anyway, check the stash. What's the business? So we can't use any of these. This is apparently the gun that comes every time. Like, there's so many unities, it's unbelievable. And all these clothing and stuff here as well. This is obviously from being a part, like signing up to CD Projekt Red's newsletter and stuff. We're going to take all this out and we're going to disassemble it all. Does it give me a head start? Yes, it does. We ain't going to talk about it though, because we need that head start. And if anyone didn't know as well, it's some cheeky euro dollars here. 33 squidaroonies. There's also a jacket or two here as well that we'll take and we'll disassemble. Now, anything that I'm wearing currently, we're going to keep on because the game gave it to me. But obviously, we'll craft new parts of the armor. Now, the crafting screen is open right now, so let's see what we can do in terms of... I mean, what a great looking character, right? I mean, tats on show, quality hairdo, lovely yellow makeup. Right, let's get materials. We can only wear currently what we've got on our body because the game gave it to us. I could do this a quicker way and go into the inventory, but hey. There's something satisfying about, yeah, going through this way, right? I mean, these shorts are ridiculous, but let's get rid of those. Another change in patch 1.5 as well, for those who haven't played it yet. You don't have as many mod slots now, so a lot of, I think, each rarity of item gives you an extra mod slot, which is cool, but also a bit different. You'll notice as well that I think Legos, if you had Legendary with 4 mod slots, that you did like a load and resave to make them have more better mods or higher stats, they'll be normalized now as well, which has definitely caused the community to lose their minds a little bit. We're going to disassemble that as well. Let's go into the weapons. We're going to unequip this because, hey, we only used it once. It made us die. We're going to move on from it. Let's get rid of this. Disassemble all this as well. Black Unicorn is a goner. Let's go into the backpack. Is there anything else to clear out? That's the clothes we're wearing, which we'll keep for the moment. We're obviously going to keep our max docks. Now, I will end up crafting max docks. You know what? Let's just get rid. We can only use what we craft. I don't know how we're going to dictate this. But yeah, from now on, we'll only use what we craft in terms of health as well. And let's get rid of nades. We're not going to be rocking nades anyway. We're probably going to rock some cyberware in that slot. And then with this stuff, we're going to keep it for the moment, but I will get the scrapper perk. But things like these skull rings and raven skull pendants, 150 is going to be nice for us to buy materials. But also, shout out to the other things you can get that are high price as well. We need to be looking out for those common, those items of high rarity to gain as eddies. Of course, we're not using exploits in this playthrough, so any money we can get, the better. For those of you that remember the scrapper perk as well, it was one that you would not take back in the day due to its ability to get rid of some items that you really, really needed. But they have fixed it now. Sorry, is it scrapper? Where is it? Are we having a laugh here with the lads, or where are we looking? Where are we looking? Where are we looking? It's right there. So now it's been fixed via a patch that it only gets rid of things that are not unique or quest items. So pretty cool. Something to worth noting in your playthrough if you haven't done that already. Right, inventory wise, I think we're cleared out. Let me just triple check once again. We won't you know what? We'll disassemble the things that are not expensive. Just because, you know, we're not going to worry about those eddies. We'll keep things that are high eddies anyway, because that's worth it. Things as well, like these consumables, of course, we can't disassemble. They've stopped that now. It used to be a good way to get those cheap materials, but now we're just going to keep them. And if you're anything like me in my other playthroughs, my bag is stacked with these, and there's no weight limit anyway, so it never really bothers me. Now, we have got some materials here, which means we can start crafting a little setup. So what weapon do we craft first? That's the question. We did say we're going to go down the Annihilation, which is a shotty, but we haven't put any perks in there yet. So I'm wondering if we look at potentially just getting ourselves a little pistol maybe, and then a knife as well. What do you guys reckon? Shotgun and knife or pistol and knife? Any comments out there? Anyone that wants to give their input? I mean, sniper rifle's a bit too crazy right now, right? I don't think that's worth it. For the cost, let's try and get more bang for our buck, which will be a knife and a pistol, I think. So you know what? I'm doing the pistol and I'm doing the knife. And then, because I promised we'll be doing it, we're going to craft ourselves some max stocks. Not 18, because we're not, you know, crazy. We'll do 5. Oh, crafting level up already, which is what it's all about. And now we're going to start looking at crafting some clothes. So, we haven't got that many materials, actually. What should we replace first? That's the question. These leggings are pretty tasty. What are we saying about these? Them hills are not about that life. This jacket's alright. Not crazy. You know what? Maybe we won't waste anything on that yet. We may have just got ourselves a better pistol and shotgun now. You know what? We're going to save things right now. We're going to save it. Let's just check inventory in terms of how much ammo we would have for these things. 283, that's fine. We'll give ourselves a melee weapon as well. You know what? We're in a good spot. Maybe we get some armor in places we haven't got armor already. So we're looking at jacket or face. I don't know what we think about this facial business. I think we stick on a jacket, right? Let's do it. It's a big expenditure. I'm going to rock it anyway. Let's make sure we place it on before we forget. All right, we're in a good spot. We got ourselves in a position where we can actually use weapons now. Crafting level up as well, which is good. Now let's get some sleep and start a new day. Stan the man. It does feel weird waking up without Johnny in your head, you know? This early life does make you wonder what it's like without Johnny in your head. Our mate Jackie doing the business again.
Whoa, Pete. Get your beauty sleep? No matter. Time you got up.
I think I might have caught something when I jacked into that Corpo's biome line.
Something about female V's voice, isn't it?
Neurovirus. Need to see Vic. Let him tell me what's got my head reeling and my stomach churning.
Okay.
Just looking around for loot. You know how it is.
Throwing some threads, meet me
Rent
downstairs.
due 5 days. Anything in here? Anything around here? No, we're good. Right. Let us move on. Let's go have a word with Coach. See what he's up to with life. What's going on, Coach? Hey, this is another Fred guy as well.
How about a round or two? What do you say?
Not Corpo Fred, though, is it?
Like my new punching bag. Just gave me a next-gen ass whooping. He did. Be curious to see how he handles the likes of V.
Sure, let's do it.
So
Let's
how
have a
about
scrap. Let's
do
beat
this.
on the brat.
Light on your feet. Keep that head moving.
Hey, calm down, you know? What's this bot all about? Hey, we're out the ring. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, this ain't no Tyson Fury fight, but... Hey, come on. I'm out of stamina. That's what she said. Hey, come on. Hit him while he's down. Show him who's boss. Oh, get in the ring. What are you doing? Hey, sit down. Oh, the uppercut? Referee! Hey, that was false. You went for the nuts, ref. Sweating. Sweating for the fight. Yes, Coach Fred. I'd absolutely love a fight.
You mentioned something about fighting?
I've seen you landing blows in the ring. You've got
Cheers, mate. Yeah.
Good edge. You can go far, especially if you get chipped. These fights, let's just say they aren't legal, but very lucrative.
Lucrative for who?
Hey, a bit of both.
You or me?
Both of us. I get a small percentage of the total.
Oh, yeah.
You know, as
I feel it.
agent.
You know what, Coach? It sounds fair, mate.
Sounds fair.
Let's do it. And we're going full Corpo Annihilation anyway in Street Brawler, so let's rock and roll.
In different parts of the city. You choose choose where you want to go. Put down your eddies
Hey.
and start swinging.
Let's do it.
When you take home the pot, manage to drop every last one of them, you get a chance to fight in the grand finale.
Sounds fantastic. Let's do
All
this.
clear?
Crystal.
Good. Oh, except you won't be setting foot outside
All right.
of Watson. Not yet.
So shout out to the video we made as well for beginners with regards to not leaving Watson. You can actually get to, I think, nearly level 20, if not over level 20, just staying in Watson. Though some points were made with regards to some interactions with Johnny, right?
You go in the ring yourself?
That if you do some Watson things before you get Johnny in your head, you're not going to get those interactions, which might affect the relationship percentage with Johnny. So in this playthrough, I'm thinking that maybe we try and go for a 70% Johnny and do the secret ending. So I'm going to try my best to not do many side quests, if any, in Watson, and push to Act 2 as fast as possible. Obviously, with the thought process of making sure we actually do enough to get a level high enough to have the business in the heist quest. But in general, we will try and get through Act 1 fast and into Act 2 fast, so we can get more Johnny interactions. That's the plan. Now, of course, our first unique weapon's getting picked up from our Wilson.
Let's have a look.
I would like to purchase this from you, my friend, for 0. Now, right now, we're going to save our eddies, I think. I don't know if it's worth picking up any crafting materials right now. They seem mad expensive, which doesn't really benefit us, so we'll move away from that. Of course, excuse me. Of course, we're not going to be able to use the iconic weapon. It's just for show right now. But I think Dying Night should, maybe I'm wrong, hasn't come available as a crafting. Oh, it has. So Dying Night has come available crafting. Crafting, what am I talking about? Dying Night is come available to be crafted, which is cool. So as I said at the start, we can use these unique weapons and, you know, get rid of the one we've got and make a crafted version, which allows us to still use iconic weapons, because I know there's a lot of you out there, like myself, who like to use those iconic weapons. That's the plan. But right now, when we find a weapon, we can't use it until we've crafted its upgrade. Something to bear in mind, but it does mean we can still go on the hunt for multiple things. I think we're going to use blunt weapons anyway, right? I'm a guy who always use blades, so I'm thinking we go down the blunt weapon route. Sadly, mono wires now blades, not blunt, which makes sense anyway, to be honest, but they changed that in patch 1.5. So we have to look for some of those iconic blunt weapons. Sadly, the golden baseball bat is not till the closer to the end of the game, so we won't be rocking that for now. But there's got to be some cool iconic blunt weapons out there. Any recommendations, make sure you put them in the chat or in the comments down below for those of you on YouTube who are watching this later. Right, let's go meet Jackie. Let's not mess around. Could always right hook these guys, but you know, we ain't about that life. We're a passive crafter corpo person. We contradict ourselves with a walking contradiction. We like to look crazy, but not hurt a fly. When we use weapons that are not crafted, we die.
Woman of the hour.
Mate, I was just upstairs for like 5 seconds.
An appetite just waiting. Sit down, let me finish this. Then we can drop in on Senor Vector.
Mentioned something about a surprise yesterday. Am I remembering right, or just had a brain fart?
Probably both.
I could deck some noodles right now, I'll tell you that.
But it just so happens, I think I might have bagged us a sweet-ass J.O.B.
Go on.
I mean...
And there's also a cool thing to notice here,
just that it's fronted by
to do with this quest, where, for those of you who have done it already, you can obviously go to the place to meet Jackie, or you can decide to go speak to the woman, the corpo woman, and get cash from her, etc., right? Well, if you don't talk to her and do the business, it then unlocks a secret, not a secret, but a new place to buy weapons from the Maelstrom, which is pretty cool. So I think we'll also do that in this playthrough, try something different, right? Let's not go meet her all the time.
Not a vacation. Hell was he up to?
But Dexter Deschamps is probably second only to Fingers, the people I hate in game. You know, there's not many other people I dislike. that I can think of.
How did you manage to pull this? Trade in your spleen or something? As far as I know, we're not the type to get fingered by Dex.
You, me? Oh, but T-Bug, she's the one that hooked us up. Got us talking. Knew it was a done deal the moment he laid eyes on me. 'Cause come on, ain't nobody who can resist this.
Come on, Jackie. Calm yourself down.
Sure, Jack. Whatever
Right,
you
let's
say.
do it.
So what's the gig? We meant to come out in one piece?
Well, our savior wants to tell you everything himself. Face to face. No pressure, but whole deal's riding on you now, chica.
Why do I gotta go? You and T-Bug draw straws without me?
Definitely don't like T-Bug as well, which might sound harsh, but don't trust her, you know? She's looking out for herself every time.
Look, V, it's his job, his rules.
That's how I feel.
Can't blame him for taking a personal approach. And it ain't as bad as you think, okay? Trust me.
Guess I got no choice then.
Dex is a real deal when it comes to fixers. Don't get me wrong. Don't got nothing against the Padre or Wakako.
Hey, Dex is a... We don't like Dex. Come on.
No, really, no.
It's always the same story. You land on fresh turf, local fixer waves his dick around, but he's smiling, saying you'll be up to your neck in gigs and eddies. Still, all you are is another name in their little black book. Nifty tool for getting them a fat slice of whatever half-baked shit pie they're climbing.
Jackie just loves life, doesn't he?
Sure.
Have you ever met someone who loves life as much as Jackie?
In the end,
just happy doing work, happy doing jobs. Wants to be known by everyone.
Gracias a Dios. Estoy lleno. Brought your wheels. Gave them to my guy yesterday to smooth over the dents after our dust up with the
Thanks,
scabs.
Jack. Much appreciated.
Right. Let's get our vehicle and crack on.
Some top-notch work Miguel did. Rides like it looks. Factory new.
We'll see about that.
So we rolling or what?
Let's go.
Let's feel this factory new ride.
Problems with the stream, is there? Splitter neck. Seems all fine my side, my friend. Don't know what anyone else thinks or feels.
First stop. Ripper Duck. Anchica.
Alright, Jackie, let's calm it down.
I just ate. I was supposed to stop by Vic's.
So like I said, we could go on a bit of a walkabout here, but I'm thinking that we try and get through Act 1 pretty sharpish, right? We don't want to touch too much in Act 1, only stuff that we need to do. Maybe pick off some things on the way, but try and leave Act 1 in like level 10, maybe. So we don't miss many Johnny opportunities. That's my plan. Jackie is way too upbeat, I agree. Hey, come on. Hey, Jackie might just be miming, mate. You never know.
Yeah, this is it. Come on, V. Find me once Vic's done dusting your circuits. We'll hash out what Dex has cooked up for us.
Has that been happening the whole time, or is it just Cyberpunk being Cyberpunk? That's the real question. Also, this guy here is always very tempting to take out, right? It's a mad netrunner. Every time I've tried having business on him, he decks me. It's worth having a scrap sometimes, though. Hi, Misty. What's the crack?
Hey, V.
Thank you very much. Right, let's do it. But let's test it with old Vic. See what his chat's like.
Spry as ever, you old ripper. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, V. Oh, wow. What do I owe the pleasure today?
Last gig. Had to jack into a client's neuro socket.
Vic's the real goat of the whole story, right?
Experiencing migraines.
There's something I thought about with Cyberpunk. It would be real cool to bring characters with you. You know, in some games like Dragon Age or even companions like in Skyrim or Fallout. It'd be cool if we had companions in this game. I know we have Jackie in Act 1, but that's really scripted and when he's there. But it'd be cool to bring people with you on missions. And maybe I'm feeling too deep here, but it could be some DLC, right? But like customizing your loadout of people, just like a Mass Effect. You know, maybe it'd be good to bring. I don't know. Imagine there was like perks or buffs for having like one nomad, one corpo, one street kid, or a group of corpos together have like a buff in some way. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know. It'd just be good to rock and roll in Night City with more people. They've of course spoken about a lot about multiplayer as well. And imagine if multiplayer was here with multiple people in Night City. I'm not talking craziness like 50 people GTA Online kind of vibe, but though that would be awesome. But even dropping in with a couple of friends, that would be cool.
Well, that is something. But let me guess. Hasn't paid you yet.
Oh. What a simp, Baron, eh?
Quit crying, Vic. I'll bring you the
You've always got Johnny, indeed. I agree.
You know I will.
Or has Johnny always got us?
You hear?
Alright, mate. Start jacking up in front of me.
Chair, please. Sit down.
Alright, let's do this. It is weird that they let you use the Kuroshi Optics kind of feature before it get installed.
Kuroshi Optics.
I suppose you wouldn't know it if you're a new person though.
Should
So.
be about right under the circumstances.
Once these get installed, we'll be able to do some business. Alright, let's do it. We know about the optics.
You peruse and choose while I scan. See what's going on.
Imagine there was some diversity here as well. I know it's an option to basically teach people the game, but it'd be super cool if you could like maybe choose that you want a different part of the body. I know there's options here anyway that you can purchase. We're not going to do that now, but a lot of hand holding, which I suppose is good for those new players. Kuroshi Optics, and then we are going to give ourselves the ricochet power weapons. We'll get rid of that pretty sharpish though.
Mark 1, like I said, decent enough scanner.
Oh really? Is that PC mods?
Cherry on the tops.
That needs to be the same. I think that's probably the next step for me, and for someone who's played Cyberpunk for this many hours. I do feel like I'm missing out with the mods on PC as well. Is there any other like solid mods on PC that help with things like that, or?
Talks to Kuroshi Tech too.
I'm ready.
When you say they're pretty active in battle, they're there to help, or they do like Jackie would, start a fight on them by themselves, or?
Lay that major league arm of yours right here.
Wonder if they'd ever get mod support on console as well, like most games, well not most games, but like games like Skyrim have.
Now, a bit of anesthetic.
I suppose it'd be hard on PlayStation though, right? Because Sony have really got a bee in their bonnet about how Cyberpunk treated them at the very start. Don't like refunding games, old Sony.
Makes you sound like a dentist, always going on and on.
Don't be mean now.
Ain't no refunds of Cyberpunk now though, in my opinion. I mean, not for quality of game anyway.
Could slip.
Alright mate, stick it in then.
Alright.
Stick it in my eye. Nice facelift. We have to check it out. Maybe that's something that would add a bit of flavour to the game as well. Our nuclear returning commitment.
Let's test this.
At work and on the phone. I like that commitment. I like it a lot. What job are you doing, if you don't mind me asking? Let's hope you're not a surgeon or something, you know?
Blurred vision, low contrast.
Just watching the stream while doing brain surgery, yeah? Or a taxi driver. 5-star Uber driver, maybe.
Well, how's it look? Feel all right to you?
Oh,
better than ever, my friend.
Vic.
Better than ever.
Oh, beautiful. Time for the scanner.
Also, guys, at this point, I just want to mention again, feel free to check the description for lots of different things. Playlists of Cyberpunk content, our Elden Ring content as well. And our shorts, we're putting out a lot of shorts over Instagram and YouTube, as well as TikTok as well. If you want to check that stuff out. There's also a FAQ down there, an FAQ, not a FAQ, an FAQ for what we're doing in this playthrough. Feel free to read through that as well. We're going to add to it as the game progresses. But as always, thank you for watching. We're still going to be playing through, but I just wanted to let you know that little self-promotion after the first hour or so of the stream. Appreciate you being with us. You work on computers, Nuclear. Well, thank God for that, eh? Thank God for that. Sometimes I do feel like lots of people who work on computers, like myself, I work on a computer for a tech company, and just gives you that freedom, right? Always have a stream on by your side. That's what it's all about. The real life. Work-life balance. What am I doing anyway? I'm just busy chatting nonsense. I'm Scan Vic. Come on, move on with your life, Vic.
It might take you a few seconds to adjust, but first time's rarely the charm, with anything, really. Scanner should eventually sync with your thought processes and read your intentions. I also an NCPD file search.
Just stuck some sort of file on my brain, yeah?
You know exactly what they nerd
You know.
well.
Why not, eh?
It ought to work like a charm. Now draw your weapon. You should see your ammo
Yeah.
count in a brand new sight.
Well, look at this crafted piece of mine that I didn't craft. This is the classic Unity again, Vic. What is it about you and the Unity weapon, huh?
Shit, Victor, not bad. I don't know what to say.
Say you'll take this and remember the dosage. 2
2
whiffs,
whiffs.
now and another 2 in an hour.
All right, Vic. Consider it done, my friend.
You're the
Catch
best,
you in a
Vic.
bit.
I owe you.
The question is, did we get that weapon from Vic? No. We've still got our Dying Knight and our Nova. That's fine. Vic did take my jacket off, though. Bit creepy. Won't talk about it. Hey, we'll move on.
Go on, kid. Show them what you're made of. And once you hit the big leagues,
Yeah, I'll pay you back soon, Vic. Let's get on with our lives. Right. Do we leave Jackie in there chatting nonsense? Hey. Where's the cat gone? Hey. Little thing about me, guys. Big cat fan. Got my own cat named Ronnie. You may see him on stream now and again. Can't not stop and stroke a cat, right? Though that's probably full of, like, diseases. But hey. Nothing we can't get rid of, right? Oh.
V, yo, listen up.
I just skipped it. I apologize.
For you. Ain't but a hop to where he's parked. Next to Gramsci Burgers.
Alright. Let's go speak to Dex. Oh, come on, Regina. It's not the time, mate.
V, listen. I've got this delicate matter. That's why I called you. The number of cyber psycho attacks in the city is on the rise. Now, that's probably not news to you, but this issue matters to me for a few reasons. There are people who say cyber psychosis can be treated.
Right.
Shen Weyan.
And I know exactly how that sounds, but I believe even an unproven therapy
Cyber psychosis, eh?
to the brain. If I get a tip about a possible attack, I'll give you a call. Maybe you can investigate before Max Tack hits the scene. But remember, you're not there to execute anybody. Try to incapacitate.
Don't worry, Regina. We're on it. All clear.
I hope that's all clear.
We'll go out there in the danger zones, quietly pacifying these cyber psychos for you. That's what we'll do. Right, Dex. Let's get this over and done with, mate. It hurts. What? It would hurt if I wore those orange trousers. Anyway, moving on. Oh, Maya. Cool name for a cat. Shout out to Maya.
Yo, Miss V.
Maya's just a cool name in general, I feel like.
Deshaun in the flesh. Ample indeed.
Who's hurting? You can still hear that screaming.
Mind if I ask you
Orange
something?
trousers again, isn't it?
Would you rather live in peace as Miss Nobody, die ripe, old, and smelling slightly of urine,
All right.
or go down for all times in a blaze of glory?
I really don't like Dexter Deshawn, I tell you that. Just ever since the first playthrough I ever did.
Cost isn't a factor.
Sick of the guy. Look at him.
Classic. I'd expect
He looks like a guy who really wants to be a rapper.
Respect.
He's basically T-Pain, right? He's basically T-Pain. We're doing jobs for T-Pain. Now, T-Pain when I was 15, decent guy. You know, apple bottom jeans and all that. T-Pain now, not feeling it. I mean, he's got clearly some sort of budget smartwatch as well. Decided he needed a gold arm for, well, whatever your mind thinks he needed that for. And I mean, if you're going to cut your hair, you know?
Surely that's no problem.
Anyway.
No problem. Just
Stop it. You just... True. You know what? I said I was going to be I was going to be pacifist, sorry. Wasn't going to hurt anyone. I'm just here to help. You take whatever you want, Dex.
We're going to leave no trace for them to follow because we're going to do this clean and on the hush-hush. We understand each other.
We understand.
You work this out? Got a plan?
Two things. First, a conundrum with the Maelstrom boys. Needs active resolving that.
Bill, he has got a Bill Bailey on the go.
Client who brought us the job's anxious.
I mean, nothing by this as well, but he reminds me of Fat Joe for some reason. You know the rapper?
What's the issue needs resolving with Maelstrom?
And it's nothing to do with his weight. He's just got the Fat Joe vibe, in my opinion. Anyway, let's hope he doesn't bust a rap out.
Got a classic tale for you. Psycho gang doing his thing 2 weeks back. Jumped a Militech convoy. Got away with the gear. Corp don't even know Maelstrom's involved. Now see, convoy was carrying the Flathead, a little combat bot, a prototype. And I need that bit.
I mean, this kind of tech's exactly why you need to be able to put chips in your head though, right?
Because if we don't get that bot, we don't get no soccer chip.
Imagine people not understanding what you mean. You just go, hey, just take this chip off me. Stick it in your head. You understand, mate, yeah? Slightly better than Google Drive, right?
Problem is, I did so from a gent went by the name of Brick. I say when, because Brick was the
Shout out to Brick.
3 days after we'd
Shout out to Royce as well.
friend and gangmate one Simon
Always loses his head.
Royce plain dropped his ass.
Literally.
Royce is in charge now, and I got no way of knowing if he aims to honor his predecessor's word. To add to this shitstorm, one Meredith Stout of Militech has developed an interest in said convoy.
And here's the first corpo line. Woman's a corp agent. So this is stuff you don't get if you don't choose a corpo life path, right?
Hell if I know. Been skidding around town asking after the convoy as if her life depended on finding it. The one lead she's got zip-tied in her
Hey, don't worry, Nuclear.
Sounds like she was waiting on the
Don't worry.
Got stood up.
Dexter Deshawn gets what's coming to him.
Got nothing from him or on him, so she's keeping him just in case. But she needs to find the stolen gear before her bosses learn she fucked up.
The fact he says Miss V as well, you know. Who do you think you are, mate? Anyway.
Preferably web. Of course, to do so, you'll need that frazzled cat's info. Sending it now.
Welcome, Knight. Non-lethal-ish.
Client.
Essentially,
What's her thing? Why does she need to meet?
Woman's name
it's going to be crafted weapons only, but I'm going to try and not kill people if I don't have to.
Any kind of intel?
Right, and?
Some brothers from Pacifica got back to me. Told me
I mean, I can up the volume if you like. Let me know if this is better.
Anyway, our little client insisted on meeting someone with skin in the game.
I don't want it to be too loud for everyone, but let me know if that's better for you.
Yours truly will be remote. T-Bug ain't no people person, and Jaggy's only good at some things. I know you
didn't want to blow everyone's ears, you know?
Pretty much leaves you.
Think I got everything. Time I got to work.
Let me know how that goes.
That's just music to my ears. I'll set up the meet with Miss Parker at Lizzie's bar. Flathead, though, is gonna be all you.
We're probably gonna have to get the target analysis, yes, but I'm not gonna use any exploits, so we're not gonna use any crafting things that allow us to make money per se. If I craft something and sell it, that's fine.
One more thing.
We're gonna try and be as very, you know, straight shooting as possible. I'm glad that's better facelift as well. I apologise. I had the game low because I didn't want to blow your guys' ears out. Anything like that needs changing, note. Thanks for telling me. It's good to know to get the settings correct, right? I didn't know if you're going to hear my voice.
Later now.
Anyway. Let us crack on. Right. Another level. Where are we putting it this time? The thing is, do we go into crafting now? 'Cause, I mean, allowing to craft rare items is good. But is it too early to be having those rare items? What do you guys think? Is it worth putting points in crafting now? Or do we, you know, maybe put something more in body, maybe get that health slow generating in combat, maybe the sprinting. I mean, we do want to go into shotguns, right? Or street brawler as well. I don't know, it's a hard one. Maybe we need to big up crafting and get those rare crafting straight away. Should we do it? Should we just get out of the way? Things like target analysis is that as well. Let's do it. Let's go rare items, and then we'll push tech up as well. Because like we said, we're going to go tech to 20, intelligence to 20, and then all-rounder after that. Body up as high as we can though, so let's see. In terms of crafting anyway, being able to craft rare items now means we could be a bit cheeky. Hey, no, that's fine. Don't worry about the questions. So we're on hard difficulty right now. I know very hard would be nicer, but... So I'm thinking, guys, we can finally get... You know what? Maybe we go pistols. Because I haven't done pistols before. But we can finally craft an iconic item. So we can trade in our Dying Knight that we found anyway. Craft up the upgrades. Now we officially can use it. Bar the rules created by the community. You guys. And then it's worth the expenditure, right? It's not unbelievable damage, but... Crit chance, crit damage, bleeding chance, sorry, burn chance, poison chance, shock chance. I mean, chance after chance after chance. We may as well do it. I think we do it. You know what? I'm not even going to wait. I'm doing it. That's it. Iconic weapon made. That's cool. And I feel like, do we put that hat on? No, we don't. What item have we got that we haven't got in the place yet? Right. So, we know we crafted the jacket. These other items we didn't craft yet, but they were given to us out the box by the game. So we're not going to walk around naked. We'll keep them and replace them. But maybe what we should do then is maybe craft something for the face and or head to make sure that we've got some extra protection, right? So I'm thinking, I mean, how far off? Oh, we're only one off doing this sort of business anyway. Now I'm thinking that maybe, I mean, do we do a reef? Do we do a reef? Let's do a reef. We're not being careful with our materials right now, but we need to get some stuff done instantly, right? And it doesn't look too bad. With the long purple hair, rocking and rolling. Right, we're in business. Dying Knight as well. That's not Dying Knight. You're having a laugh at me, mate.
Jackster.
Just got to swap it, Crafty. Don't worry about it.
Talk to Dex.
We also seen with patch 1.5 lots of iconic weapons. When you change weapon like this, you know, it does that kind of animation where you can see it's even do it with normal weapons now, which is pretty cool. That's something they've added for lots of weapons in the game
check
now.
our pro cred.
I don't know, something about changing weapon and doing things like that is cool. Obviously, when you've already brought it out.
There's this combat bot military prototype. Maelstrom clept it. Then Dex paid to take it off their hands just before the Gangoons had to switch.
I think we even do that in the YouTube videos, right?
Right, heard about that.
Lots of comments telling me not to talk too much. Hey, happens.
Well, it sums it up.
Right.
Dex wants us talking to Royce. Gave the deets of some Militech agent.
You know what I'm thinking as well?
Don't know how much
I know
help
I'm going
she
off subject
stands
again,
to
but
be.
I'm thinking we do throwing knives, right? Throwing knives to the business. I mean, look. I mean, I can't throw this knife apparently because I haven't unlocked it because I'm an idiot. But throwing knives I think would be cool as well, in my opinion.
You're weirding me out, V.
Hey, I'm big on the style over substance as well. Big fan of that. There's characters I've got that have got low armored gear just because of the way they look. I need to keep that rocking and rolling, right? I'm all about that. Talking to yourself all the time, mate. I'm talking to myself now, and you guys, of course. But in general, I agree.
Hey,
it is all about style.
You with me, chica?
We are doing blunt, Chris. You're right. See, this is why you're here. You're here to call me out on my nonsense. All right, we're going to do blunt. Forget throwing knives. I lied. Blunt weapons only. Crafty's all over the place. He needs to chill out. All right, we're going to do it. Sorry, Jackie.
Then there's the other thing. Gotta meet the client who put the job on the table.
We're going to get a baseball bat of some sort. You know what? Sorry, Jackie,
Well, what's
but
Dex gonna do?
I crafted a knife and I'm an idiot. We'll move on from that.
Ride around in his limo, chat chicks up on the hollow?
Parker wants to meet someone on the crew. Dex gave me the nod.
He must know what he's doing. So, how you want to play this? Maelstrom or Parker?
So this is what I was saying, guys. So this is the decision, right? So if we go Maelstrom, never visit Parker, we'll unlock a Maelstrom weapon store down the line, which is something I haven't done yet, and I think will be pretty cool. So yes, Jackie, I'm here. Relax.
You with me, Chica?
Or we go down to we meet Parker. Sorry, I'm lying out my ass again. If we go to Maelstrom, that's cool. But there's a section where we can go meet the Corpo, and we'll choose not to meet her, even though we would get a unique weapon. We won't meet her or get the Maelstrom shop open. Parker we're going to meet anyway. Forget what I said. Hey, Chris. If you don't remember it, it never happened.
You with me, Chica?
I say we knock on Maelstrom's door first. Pound, actually.
Orale. In that case, I'll hit the all foods. Put my nose to the ground. Sniff around.
Hasta luego. Right. Now, what shall we do, ladies and gentlemen? What shall we do? So I do want to get Act 1 done fairly sharpish, because I don't want to miss opportunities with Johnny, but I do think that being only level 3, it's important that we try and be at least double figures before we go to the heist. So what I'm thinking is we pop off some of these NCPD assaults in progress maybe. I mean, we'll go collect the gift first. Again, we won't be using it because we'll be crafting quick hacks. And again, I want to reiterate, we are going to be doing intelligence to 20, so quick hacking is going to be a big thing, but we're only going to use ones we craft. I keep saying it. I promise I will stop. So we'll go do the gift first, then we'll pop off some NCPD assaults in progress, and try and, you know, make our way over to Lizzie's bar, maybe chopping off some NCPD assaults in progress in the meantime. So we'll kind of try and be useful in how we're spending our time. We're gonna pretty much... Eddie's from the Militech Shard. What do you mean, Knight? What do you mean? Eddie's from the Militech Shard. Oh, is it from the shard that she gives you that you choose not to use? Is that what you mean? Or you can choose not to use, or you can choose to use? Am I making stuff up? Probably. I appreciate nuclear. Don't go telling people that. They might start asking for, you know, jokes and stuff, you know. I ain't got no jokes. How do we get there again? Am I losing my mind? Yes, I am. Yeah, so after you talk to Stout, yeah. Potentially. I'm not sure though, because does the Maelstrom shop open if you go and talk to Stout and then but don't use her money? Or is it if you completely pie her? Or, sorry, ignore her. Something to think about. Maybe something to Google. Maybe I should know this if I'm a Cyberpunk YouTuber. We'll figure it out. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. You never know, we might not get there tonight, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. Right, let me go collect the gift first. Let's try and not be all over the place, right?
T-Bug sent me. Said you'd have something for me.
Yes, V. Can you tell by my hairdo?
She had me hold the demon for you. It should work on any third-gen deck.
Let's do it.
Glad to grab a demon always.
You could test it now. I have an access point.
I would love it.
If you'd like, that is.
Right, guys, this is another moment. I hope you're listening. This is another moment where I'm going to use something which I didn't craft, okay? I just want to, let's just get up close and personal a second. I'm going to use something that I didn't craft. We're not going to talk about it ever happening. And just remember, it never happened, okay? I have to do this just to get the quest done. It never happened. It's only ping anyway. I mean, who's going to... You can't kick off at me for using ping. I mean, come on. It's only ping. Alright, let's start pinging things. Remember, this never happened. And let's go rob. So with high intelligence as well, we're going to be able to make use of breaching, right? Which might be a good place for us to get some dollar bills. Now, it looks like this one's not going to allow us to do what we would like to do, which is just classic me. Easy, what are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, you're right, Chris. I don't remember them either. Just don't go and watch back the VOD, you know? Anyway, we've done the business. Never have to use it again. Ollie McDonald's just doing his business. Maybe he's is he a descendant of Ronald McDonald? Descendant? Ancestor? Well, this is in the future, right? Maybe McDonald's didn't work out. Now Ollie's back in virtual reality, living out his great-great-great-granddad's life, you know? Anyway, moving on. Right, what we're going to do. So, as I said, we're going to do some NCPD alerts. First one we're going to rock and roll with is we're going to go down to here, assault in progress. Let's make sure we do the business. I'm also going to try, I don't know what you guys think, but I'm going to try and not fast travel as much. I know that's going to be maybe annoying to watch, but why not make use of vehicles and, you know, running around. At the end of the day, you want to get those athletics up and running. It's all about make use of things you've got around you to make your attributes better, right? If we fast travel all the time, ain't gonna help us. I'll tell you what I do miss. Double jump. Or some sort of jump. Whoa. Sorry, love. Got ourselves some business here, have we, boys? Oh, we got ourselves a quick guy. Remember, we can't use grenades. Quick geezers, honestly. Tigers fetch? Get out of here. You know what, I've got the dial. Whoa! What was in that bullet? Now, we've got a situation here, guys, right? Where this person, watch this, ready? This person here is scared of us. Also dodges bullets like he's the Matrix. I mean, it's absolutely mental, isn't it? Come on. How do I get that ability? Hey, stasis effects. What? What a legend. Okay, so pick up this stuff. Of course, we'll try and do our best to disassemble things when we can. Let's just finish the NCPD alert. Do the business. Some street cred. That's what we like. Steal an ashtray because we are that kind of degenerate. Let's go loot some other things as well. Take a pack of cigarettes. Smoking kills. We need to pick them up everywhere we go to stop those people, you know, getting addicted to the habit. Somehow I took the whole body apart of this person. Just great work, really. I mean, I don't want to big myself up, but the shooting on that, excellent, excellent. Right, let's do a clean up of the inventory. So we need to try and remember here what we did craft. I don't think it tells me crafted by crafty. It does say crafting spec, but I don't know if that means we've now got the crafting spec. Oh no, it doesn't. I think crafting spec means we crafted it, right? We're going to get rid of this anyway. Disassemble a knife because, you know, we're not into knives. Get rid of everything that we don't want to use. Can't get rid of that. Let's go to specific areas so we're not a legend about it. Can't get rid of anything of those. Can get rid of that, which is good. An extra rare item. I think right now we can't really... I mean, it says crafting spec because I did craft them. It doesn't say crafting spec there. Why can't I... Oh, equip that. Get rid of that. We need to try and keep a track of how many max docs I craft. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm cheating the system, you know? Anyway, let me reply to Night. Not fast traveling. It is gorgeous to walk and drive around. I agree. And I'm lazy in my playthroughs when I'm on my own. So together, we will experience the joys of Night City on foot. I'm also thinking of being a weirdo and only using motorbikes. Am I just putting random things in play now? I think I am. But let's only use motorbikes. Yeah? Why not? Tell me a reason why not. Right, crafting. What are we looking at now then? So we can now craft a new t-shirt and gain some more armor. I don't think we need a new weapon. I think we're good with that. I could craft this weird hat. I think we do it, you know? Why not? Early doors. Let's get it done. No is the answer to that. No consumables outside of obviously healing myself with max docs and the versions of those. No buffs from sleeping or anything like that. If I do sleep, because of the game tells me to, I don't think you get buffs in those situations, but if you do, I can't help that. But I'm not going to min-max with anything like that. I'm going to try and be as very strict as possible. Obviously things may happen because it's me, but you guys can keep me in check with that. Now what I'm going to do now is craft some more Mark 1 max docs, just so we've got them rocking and rolling. We're in a situation now where we've got ourselves a helmet, more like a fluffy hat, looking cool. So now we just need to get rid of the shoes, pants and top, and then we've crafted all our armor and the guns that we're using, and then we're at the base level we need to be at. In terms of nades, I don't think I'm going to use them. I may do. We'll have to craft them as well, of course. But it might be a situation where we use the cyberware to turn invisible. With the cyberware situation, I'm 99.9% sure you can't craft cyberware. But you can craft well, I'm 100% sure you can't craft cyberware. But we can craft cyberware mods. So we'll be buying cyberware, but we won't be buying the mods. I will be having to make the mods. Now, let's get on our motorbike that I've stolen. And we're going to go to the next NCPD alert. I think we'll go down to here, assault in progress, and let us race Night City the best way possible. Driving around. Let's try and be respectful. I'm not going to be the guy that doesn't run a red light because, you know, we're not here for me to act like this is real life. But let's try and be as nice as we can be. You know, let's park up on not double yellers. Right, what we got around here then? Who are we looking at? What are we looking at? This is a situation where, don't worry, I'm not using it. Just checking the business. Wow, that's like the back up. That's me. Nada. Wow. You fancying it? You fancying it? You fancying it? No, you're not fancying it. What are we saying? You're fancying it, aren't you? You're fancying it? You? Hey, come on. It's only me that can fight down corners. Check my ammo, make sure. Sniper guy's on me. What's that Canadian about, love? Where you at? Where you at?
Fucking coward! Show yourself!
Baited. Baited the quick scope.
Go, go, go!
Go ahead. We'll deal with it though. Manipulated, taken out. One person left. Going in for the fisticuffs. Big right hook. Finish him. Hey, you're welcome. Sorted. Let's obviously loot everything. We're not here to waste. Waste not, want not. And all that business. It is quite interesting to be able to loot a body when they're still rolling around alive though, you know. Just picking their pockets. Job done, let's go pick up the sniper guy's loot as well. Cool, and then let's do our usual business of getting rid of what we picked up. We'll keep these stuff to sell, not this one though, because of course it is worth peanuts. get rid of all this stuff. Because we don't want this. We just want the materials. Cool little suit. Nothing we're going to do with that though. Moving on from that. Level 3 max docs. Do we keep them? No, we only want to craft, right? I'm going to be that guy. They're quite rare. Do we sell or do we disassemble? What are the chat saying? Am I allowed to sell rare items or do I disassemble for the consumables? Components, sorry. What are we saying on that? There must be some opinions out there from the lads. And lasses, of course. You know what? I'll let you guys think about it. We won't get rid of it just yet. We will get rid of this, though. We don't want that. Any scopes will be bye-bye. And we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, we do need those eddies. You're right. You know what? You know what, Knight? You're right. Right. I'm going to take this bike. Because it looks cool. And we're going to pick off the next NCPD. So I think we will get a Lizzie's bar. Just get that business done early. We won't beat on the Brat yet because we're not ready for that. Meet with Jackie, a little bit long term. Gig's still very high. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go for this NCPD assault in progress here and then pop to Lizzie's bar and check out the business. Go and check out Judy, our future wife. Let's be fair. We all know why we're here. Let's not pretend. I know there's the option to go with a fella, but I still think a relationship with Judy is more interesting. I can drive, promise. Like I said, I can drive, promise. Right. Oh, I remember this. I remember this area. The old 1-2Z. Well, that ain't the weapon I thought it was. Sorry. Wow. No, don't craft you what?
Damn it! What's happening?
Everything up, alright. Heal up though, because. A melee geezer? No, just someone who's feeling a bit fruity. We're good. Status effects. Job done. What's with you guys? They're dead, mate. That's what's with them. Not officially dead, but pacified. Hey, handguns is up. Perk points there. I think we're alright. I think we're in business. The trigger finger's warming up. I can feel it. Take your baseball bat. First time when we can craft a blunt weapon, I will be doing it. Might be able to do it already, but let me just finish this off. We will check that out. Obviously, you want those blunt weapons up high. Sorry, mate, there's Rob in your pockets. Let's have a look and see. I feel like this is literally a disassembling simulator right now. But gotta be smart, right? Gotta get it done. You know what? We'll leave this stuff. I mean, we'll leave it in the sense of don't use it, and then we'll have like a big cleanup when we can. Let's get rid of the capacity boosters though. Don't need those. And the nades is too tempting. I'll probably get used to banging out the nades. We don't want to do that. And then what are we looking at? We can create. Is this a blunt weapon? Yeah. Does that just wobble? What? I think it's time. The electric baton. And then we'll make some more max docs because I'm going to run out otherwise. And then we will make sure we've got the melee weapon ticking over. And then I think we should put a perk point in. What are we saying? We don't need that yet. Automatically scrapping junk items could be handy right now. I'm thinking that maybe we start going into the street brawler and start thinking about these blunt weapons. Have chance to stun, combo attacks, strong attacks, blocking. Maybe we'll go for a stun. We're in a tight spot. I've got to whack the weapon out. What is this? Just what? Look at this thing. It's got a bit of electric about it as well. Business. Right. Off to Lizzie's bar we go. Off to Lizzie's bar we go. Don't do this, kids. Right, I'm pretty sure we're a bit too early. 4 PM. We're gonna skip time. We're going to pretend that we're just waiting by the door like a keen punter. And here we go. God, I love the
Hey
mocks.
there, dollface. Interest you in a preem BD?
Not my first
Not
time,
my
if you
first
remember.
time.
Don't remember you.
Because I didn't
First
get into
person
the
driving, is it, Bazza?
Huh, get a
Wow.
load of this one.
Is that another rule you're trying to put on
Rules
my
are
head?
simple.
Only driving
Someone
first
catches
person.
your eye, you do not grab them. You find them in the catalog, ask for a
willing.
BD, and get yourself a box.
I'm willing if you're willing
No
to watch me
recording,
crash
no
a lot.
cupping feels when the guards ain't looking. In you go. Have fun, doll.
Thank you.
Welcome to
very
Lizzie's.
much. What we saying?
My,
Oh no, I do have a sweet face. It's the beard, right? Back in this club. No, music's still as terrible as ever. First person. Alright. Look, if 2 of you are saying to do it, I'm gonna have to do it, right? Someone update the FAQ.
Hey.
Get you something.
You see this woman here on my left? I'm looking for her. Any chance you can, like, let me know where she is?
Looking for Evelyn Parker. Know if she's here?
Who's asking?
Who's asking? I mean, a big tipper. Can't do that though, so it's because I'm pretty skint, mate. Just answer the question, yeah?
Well,
Just answer the damn question.
seem a little tense, Chumba. Go grab a
Nothing.
box. Might take the edge off.
That's not to be a
Fine,
creep,
relax.
right?
Find
Let's have
me
a serious
once your mood's
conversation here.
improved. Serve you a drink then.
Let's have a
It's
serious
alright,
conversation.
Mateo. I was waiting for this one.
A serious conversation. Why can't we look at a BD, various BDs, shop for BDs? Why can't we do it? It would add more to the game. Just my opinion.
Walked in. Why not say hello sooner?
I wanted to get a good look at you first.
Do you like what you see?
And? Like what you see?
If I didn't, rest assured, you'd know. Come on. Know a place we can talk where ears won't prick up to listen. We'll be in the lounge, Mateo. Anyone asks?
You hear that, Mateo? We're not here. Alright, we're not here. Come on in, Evelyn. Let's do our business. Don't mind us, guys. Just going in this private room. Oh, if anyone comes around here and asks in like a few days where she's disappeared to,
Maybe electricity.
I went here.
Zappies.
V?
Yes, Evelyn. How can I help? Don't worry about this, kids. This is just a cartoon character. Nothing for you to worry about. Speak to your parents if needed.
Dex had a load to say about you. Called you professional, effective, and trustworthy. I hope he wasn't overselling.
I mean, I'm a bit annoyed I can't choose any of these options yet. You know what? Just cut to the chase.
Let's talk biz. I mean, it's nice, but I didn't
Alright,
come
Yukia.
here to get my ego stroked.
I know you love
No.
knives, but
You're here to gain some knowledge.
with a blunt weapon crew
The
around these parts.
life-changing kind.
Well, now you got
Have
me
you not
all
seen me
excited.
right hook a few enemies?
Your target. I trust you know what it is.
Relic. Secure your soul trinket. Key tech in the program, actually. We're tangling with Arasaka. Making this
Probably
heist
should
one
look at where I'm talking
dangerous,
to, right?
risky motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Arasaka's poured billions into personality transfer technology. But me, I just want the data on this one. The chip is tucked away inside
Oh, yeah.
Konpeki Plaza. the
You know
hotel.
what? I am a corpo guy
You've been?
or girl.
Arasaka seems to have quite
I
the
know it
touch
very
with that
well.
hotel chain. But I gotta say,
Another benefit to
Konpeki
being a
and
corpo.
Tokyo's still leagues
Not that
above
there
the
are many,
rest.
but
The two are identical to each other.
Japan's staff. The service can't be beat. Singapore, Paris, Washington. Ugh, all the rest act like charity case cousins by comparison.
Well,
It
it's
is.
hard to argue with that. True.
So where's this chip hiding, exactly?
In a suite on the top floor.
oh yeah,
The
it's
room's
pretty easy to
occupied by
access them.
Yorinobu Arasaka.
Yorinobu Arasaka. In Night City? Huh. Guess the scream sheets weren't lying this time.
It's on the lips of everyone in the city. Saburo Arasaka's only surviving son, heir apparent to the Arasaka Empire, in town. Please.
Could it be? Emperor's prepared to cede his throne after 150 years? Doubt it.
Only a handful of people in Night City know what the Arasaka's real plans are.
Telling me you're one of them?
Do we ask more? There's one thing about Evelyn that bothers me, right? Why can't we save her? Would like to, you know. All right, Evelyn,
I'm waiting.
Calm down.
So we're
Our
not
characters
jumping
in this
the
game,
court.
they want you to hurry up.
We're
don't they?
jumping Yorinobu Arasaka himself.
Yorinobu is a puppet. He lost all his cards years ago when he failed to do Daddy's bidding. Saburo's had Yuri's
yeah.
balls in a vice for years. He might just turn the screw and crush them outright if he learns his son's up to no good again.
Even so, it's still Yorinobu fucking Arasaka.
I bet he's got an army.
Top dog like Yorinobu's bound to have an army on call. Hotel's probably a goddamn fortress by now, too.
Yorinobu keeps exactly no hustle around. Not one guard. Got rid of them a long time ago.
Huh. Why is that?
Surely you know what they say about Arasaka intel. Sneeze in Night City, and a blossom
Oh, yeah.
drops from a cherry tree in Tokyo.
Butterfly effect.
Yorinobu was convinced his Arasaka security detail reported directly
Alright.
to his father.
Look, if you've got
What we
any
doing then,
spare
Evelyn?
aces
What we
up your
doing?
sleeve, now's the time to show them.
Now this
Alright.
should make your tits perk up. Yorinobu recently swiped the chip from an Arasaka laboratory. He's made a deal with Netwatch, aims to sell it to them. Have you spotted my ace yet, or do I need to spell things
Look,
out?
you know what? Let's move on. Let's not chat about nonsense.
Fine.
Let's crack on.
So no Arasaka security on the device because Yorinobu whisked it away in secret. Now where's he hiding it?
Well, likely in a specialized container. One that mimics an organic neural environment. On the outside, it looks like an ordinary briefcase.
Hidden.
And the case is?
Oh yeah.
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Provided we're done gossiping about
Let's
the
use
Arasakas.
we're always going to try and use the corpo options as well, right? Just to make sure we have that bit of flavor to our RP.
Heard a bit about Yorinobu. Studied finance and biotech in Tokyo, probably to please his father.
Mm-hmm. Saburo was grooming him to be his successor.
But then Yorinobu cut himself off from the corp. Joined the Steel Dragons, nomads, from Tokyo. Heard they were planning an Arasaka coup or its downfall.
That flash of youthful rebellion ended like it usually does. Yorinobu returned to the fold, but
Oh,
the bitter
yeah.
taste remained.
We do.
You
we
know
ain't
your
just
stuff.
a pretty face with weird
But
yellow
that's
eye
only
makeup,
one
you know?
side of him.
And a weird hat.
There's another. An intelligent
crafted
man
all
who
this
has
gear
his
that we're
own
wearing,
designs
you know?
on the corp.
I don't like to brag, but
Seems to be risking everything with
this weird
relic
hat,
scam.
I crafted it.
Yes, because he's fallen for the biggest lie this town puts forward. That he can gain
It might
and
not look like a
retain
mercenary,
control of anything.
Okay, what's next?
Now comes the best part. Follow
After
me.
you, Evelyn.
Got something for you.
Oh.
Should help you plan.
Oh,
Brain
nice.
dance from Konpeki Plaza.
How's a brain dance supposed to help? Need facts, not
Hey,
thrills.
speak for yourself, Fee.
Think BDs are only good for fondling virtual tits? Jacking off to in those boxes? No. It can be a very useful tool. Good for analyzing details human perception, even boosted, doesn't grasp.
Don't mind me,
Exactly what
guys.
you need.
Just
So what's on the tape?
Yorinobu's suite.
hang on a second.
The glorious interior.
Just gonna rob this
You'll need to
50
locate the
bucks
relic
over
yourself.
here.
Hope I grabbed enough details.
Sorry about that.
Hold up. Mean to see you recorded this?
Mm-hmm. BD rec implant. Why,
So
you
known
object?
personally, eh?
It's supposed to be Yorinobu's pad on the tape. Means you were inside. You, know each other?
How else could I get all this intel? I know him pretty well, actually. We have an arrangement. Strictly business. Suits us
Hey.
both, I think.
Let's see this breakdown.
Bazo, there's situations like this, right? We're tight for dollar.
Judy'll help. She's a mox, too.
$50 dollars on the
Besides,
side.
we go back,
Ain't gonna
years.
turn that down.
V, this is important. Judy's always been there for me. Always helped out.
Alright, alright.
I trust her. But she's a mox, not the latest member of your crew. Try not to forget. So you'll be a good girl, tread lightly, and keep that tongue on a leash.
Relax. Believe it or not, I'm no stranger to tact. In biz or life.
And here she is, ladies and gents. Our future wife.
Hey, there you are.
This is V. She's here for that BD role. And V,
Let's get the
this is
ones in
Judy.
the chat for Judy fans
Best
out there.
braindance editor I know.
I don't want to hear
Enough
anything about Pan
already.
Am.
You're gonna make me barf.
I know Pan Am's better,
Sensory
but
sig
we couldn't
amps,
have Pan Am
acoustic
because
and
everyone wanted to go
automotive
female,
monitors.
right?
Top shelf hardware.
Yeah, most of it's customized. Only thing factory are the casings.
Mod all this yourself?
What do you think?
Expression translator. Fuyutsuki, right? Thought the matrices on that series were fucked up.
They were, but swapping out matrices is simple. And this was the only model that'd support additional
Hey,
skinware.
shout out to Rogue as well, I agree.
Alright. Compiled your BDF.
We do need Rogue.
What do you think? Will it do?
But that's
Still pretty
Johnny's thing,
raw,
you know? It almost
but
feels
yeah,
like weirdly
oughta
would be
do.
cheating on Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
V needs to get deep inside. That's
well,
most
yeah,
important.
cheating on Johnny going with Rogue.
So, let's calibrate.
Johnny can
Tune it
use
to
us
her.
for Rogue.
Believe me, I've dealt with worse. Should see the jig street porn we gotta contend with sometimes.
So,
Johnny
we
is the
drop
best
V
wife,
inside.
I agree.
Let her look, let her rummage around, right?
How about it?
Would it be weird to marry a chip in your brain, though?
Ever taken a dip before?
I mean, it is Cyberpunk, but
Think I can handle it. Let's just do this.
Righto. Sit down, settle in, and we'll get you going.
alright, let's do this. That's true. It's 2077. Do what you want. Someone married a hologram. Who? Not a hologram
Gotta
unless her
create
name
your
was
censored
Holly, but a
profile
hologram? Who? Who was it? Elon Musk?
Okay, hit me. Just
Amber
promise
Heard?
me it won't hurt.
It won't. Not this time. Now sit still. Look at
All
me.
this hologram
Gonna
talk.
run the
Who was
analysis
it?
soft.
Oh, in
Should
Japan.
Feel
I
a
see.
slight tingling.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely need to check that out.
Okay,
Was the
now
hologram
let's set
hot,
the
or-
optics and other sensory sigs. Look smack into these two screens. Pretend it's an eye exam.
Am I gonna have to do this calibration dance every time?
Not necessarily, but it's worth the wait. Give me 2 more minutes and you'll see exactly what BD analysis is capable of.
Alright, Knight. I
One more
appreciate
sec.
I appreciate your
Get the pain
candor.
receptor limiters in.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
I'll look it up.
All set.
Marrying a hologram in
You need to
Japan,
test
I'm
your
pretty
profile
sure Google
first.
will show me.
Tossing in a sample BD. You can use it to get
We
to
are,
know
of
the
course,
editor.
a PG stream, right?
Now let me see. Where could we...
Can't you just use
Let's
my
forget that
recording? Why are we
Cyberpunk
wasting
has a lot of
time?
nudity and swearing, but
So
hey.
we don't risk our necks. Besides, won't take a sec. Got something here.
Right.
Should be perfect.
Is there people in the chat that hasn't seen the brain dance tutorial before that want me to do it? Because I've done it a million times. I wouldn't mind skipping it. But for the community, I will do it if needed. Speak now or forever hold your tongue. Big skip. Knight was in there first. Big skip.
Won't take long.
Been there,
Deep
done
diving
that
in.
indeed, my friend. Oh, Ant's still about. Good evening, Ant.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the
Remember
studio.
when this was announced?
Got it.
This was like showcased
And
in one of
remember,
the early showcases before the game
everything on
released.
full blast. They'll spot
This
us
is what you're
extra
going to do
for a
in
wicked
Braindances. It was
adrenaline
pretty
high.
cool. I remember thinking this was pretty cool.
Okay, on you go.
I wish we could use it more, to be honest. There isn't that many side quests with Braindance things to use, right? I do think they can definitely flesh it out a bit more.
Down, everybody!
It's cool
on
when
the
you do
ground.
it. So.
I want to see you kissing the flooring! Money! Now, or I will fucking
I
drop
would
you,
also
I swear
love
to
to
God!
like buy a Braindance.
Yeah, hey, now! Before
You
I
can't
blow
really
your
use it
fucking
at the
head
moment,
off!
right? Buy a Braindance, and then like when you watch it, something mad might happen. Like imagine like Easter eggs in Braindances. And everyone's on YouTube or Twitter or whatever saying like, have you seen this Braindance you can buy from here that leads to this, leads to that, leads to that. That would be pretty cool.
Anyway, you ready to do this? Look at your wreck.
I don't know, maybe we need to start talking to CD Projekt Red, you know?
Take a break. Still feel like that kid when...
Yeah, I agree. Build that world as well. Would be cool.
Think I'm done.
V, there's no time.
I always thought,
together,
correct me if I'm
please.
wrong, but I always thought it might be cool as well to
Go ahead.
like
Just need
find some
T-Bug to leak in.
underground BD smugglers. I know there's a couple of
Runner
guys
for my
like
crew, security specialist.
I think there's a guy
She'll
in
tell me what to look
Japantown,
for
right, which
while
sells
we
like illegal
analyze.
BDs.
No problem.
There's one guy that owns ours, I won't spoil it. It's probably going to happen to me in game.
Not what we
But what I mean
agreed
is,
as.
imagine there was some like dirty guy
Judy,
in like
T-Bug's a
the
professional,
Badlands that
discreet
sells like
to a
these
fault.
BDs that
You
can
can
lead to
trust
like
her.
government secrets.
Why? Because you
I
say
don't
so?
know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but we need
Please,
some DLC. Is all I'm saying.
I'd never expose you to any danger. You know that.
Okay, V.
Would be pretty
Call
cool.
T-Bug and we'll dive in.
Alright, let's get T-Bug on the blower.
Hey, V, what's happening?
Bug, listen. I got some useful footage from Konpeki Plaza. It's a brain dance.
Konpeki? Oh, thought as
For sure, Knight, I agree.
Someone
Do you know
there
what it
with
feels like as well? Just hang on a minute, T-Bug. I think that this game now is a situation where the foundation is like perfect to build on now. And I do wonder, I don't know, is there many, like,
Unimportant
who thought
Bug.
Skyrim would
Please
go on for this many
focus.
years, right? I know
Need your
Todd
help.
Howard's having a laugh.
Got
but
no clue what
is
I'm
this
supposed to
game
look
got the
for once I'm
potential to
in.
really build on it? Because I
Alright,
feel
see
like
if I
they
can walk you
didn't
through
do
it.
so many things
Jacking into
because
your
of
tech
the
now.
bad start.
You've
But
got to
now
give me
it's at a
access.
good place.
Opening port
You know,
1779.
is it time to
Secure
start
protocol?
doing some of those crazy ideas?
Good, I'm going in. Should be getting
You know,
my request.
could it be like a few? I know they said about two. Like,
Got
let's
it.
be fair.
You
I
ready?
don't know about you guys, but
A
Witcher
millisecond.
3 was a cool
Okay,
game. But then when the
connection confirmed.
expansions
Now
came
some
out, it was an
quick
amazing
dip
game, right?
ice
Game of the
and
year
we're clear.
worthy. If it
Ready to
wasn't already,
dance.
but
Fire
they
up,
could do
Judy.
that to Cyberpunk. And think of how many big changes they're doing in patches as well. Like, it's really changed. The game is so different now. Oh, hacking BDs would be cool as well. Mr. Blue Eyes. Good evening, Zooch. What are your Mr. Blue Eyes theories? That's what I would like to know.
Find out where Yorinobu's keeping the relic.
Shout out to Adam Smasher. Let's just get the little remix.
You look like a kind of fuckable meat, are you?
Multiplayer could be so cool though. I agree. Imagine a situation where we could like drop in, have people drop into to the game itself. Imagine you guys dropping into my game on stream, you know?
Shit, camera's packed with new tech.
We will be
Motion
playing this
sensors,
weekly,
heat sig
so it'll be cool to get
activators,
some community
IFF.
involvement in that way.
You skilled enough to kill it all?
We'll figure it out
Mucho
though.
more
Don't
than
worry about it,
enough.
guys. We'll figure it out.
Just need access to their subnet.
I don't think it needs like massive multiplayer though. I think it would be better if I had like a drop in of like 2-3 people.
Saw excited birds chirping on a BBS. Something about
Maybe
lots of
3.
seeds falling to this sieve. Let me generate keys. I can forge their SIGs.
Excuse me if I skip forward a
Listen
bit
in
on
on
these
that
ones, guys,
conversation,
because
V. Could be something important.
Let's not be chilling in this BD too much, you know. Let's remember the buttons first and foremost.
I need a minute to finish.
The program is still in the trial phase. We cannot take it to market as
I
is.
agree, Zoot. Like, I'll be honest, I didn't play it from day one, but I played it probably 5 months after it came out. Loved it ever
My
since.
father's a tired,
And the bugs and
visionless
stuff,
old graybeard.
look,
who
you
thinks
can get through it
nothing
if the
will
game's good
change,
enough, and the game was good
and
enough, and
he'll
now we're
live
reaping the
forever
rewards now,
in
you know.
his tiny,
I just feel
frozen
bad for the
bubble.
people that haven't picked it up yet because they're stuck on that motive
We'll
of,
listen to this.
you know,
Sabo is an adult despot.
can't play
utterly
this game.
removed from reality. Stuck in some fossilized vision of a world that no longer exists. Of a world that may never have existed. We have not seen eye to eye for the past 20 years. I am quite sure we want now.
Read the documentation carefully.
This guy really
The
is
relic requires specific
one of
storage
those classic,
You must
No,
provide them.
like,
Heard that? Relic doc's gotta be
don't
around
like
here
his
somewhere.
dad kind of vibe,
Look for
you know?
them.
Some specific storage.
Here in a drone. Ventilation and cooling? Servers. Gotta be. Fancy doodads in here need to be controlled.
Conditions. You must
No,
provide them.
yeah. Sorry to make you
Don't
wait.
worry about it, mate. There's nothing to be sorry about. We're all
Can't be
good.
stupid.
Yes, I'm enough for you to hear. Oh, got any candy left? That was pretty. Last time.
Come on, Evelyn, sort your life out.
Just a sec. Looking for the perfect thing. Ah, you'll like this.
Let's not forget
Manual
this
details a
gun
special
when
tip
we do the
control
heist.
container.
It's an
Relic
awesome gun.
needs to be kept real cool.
So Chip's gotta stay in the freezer.
Yep, could damage it otherwise. Okay, switch on thermal layer detection in the editor. Should be easier to spot where your Nobu's
Will
keeping
do.
the chip.
Can we just focus on this first, please?
Loaded. Safety's on. Good to know, though.
Definitely.
Once you're in there, don't forget about that iron.
What is that noise? Did you hear that?
Air conditioning, standard model for hotels of this caliber. Temp matches that stipulated in the docs, but no way the chip's hiding there. Too risky. Temp fluctuations, risk of damage.
Oh, she put music on, right? That freaked me out. Right, let's go back in time. Let's get the heat signature nonsense out. Check this. Obviously, it's not what we want. That was crazy, Chris, right? I don't even know if that's something you're supposed to know or not.
Donna Geese.
Like, we might
Looks
have
like
to
Mr.
explore that
Arasaka
again in
had
a
something to
second.
celebrate. Really think you'll find the chip in there? No way. Temp's too low. Could fluctuate. Nice try, though.
It sounded like, you know, what's that song that people say if you listen to it backwards, it's like the devil speaking? That's what that just sounded like just then. It was mental.
Just a fancy-ass fridge. Tip doesn't match the guidelines. Won't find a thing here.
We know it's over there. There it is. Yeah, Nirvana songs, yeah.
Grab the heat sig.
It's
matches
crazy.
The spec in the docs.
That was mental.
Yorinobu's got the case here. Guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. We got it. Good work. Looks like we got everything we need.
We're not quitting
Quit
out.
out of the editor.
We need to go see some craziness a second.
My father's a tough visual old radio.
We just found like a mad exploit. I think it was. Oh, it's a song, right? What's this song backwards? Wow. It wasn't as crazy as we thought. But yeah, banter.
Get everything you need?
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Thanks, Judy. We got it. Later, T-Bug.
Nice work today. See you
Thanks,
soon.
T-Bug.
I'll wipe the cache on your data. You were never here.
Yeah, right. Sorry about the possessions. Pretty sure that song was a devil's message.
Keep it. I'll put it on Ev's tab. Portable device for handling BDs.
It was the song backwards
I already
in
uploaded
French,
the calibration settings.
and forwards it was in
Not
English.
as sophisticated as what we got here,
Smart.
but should do the trick.
And it keeps you out of harm's way. Clever.
Speaking of harm's way, know what I see looking
Marriage
at
material.
you? Walking,
Alright, fair
talking corpses.
We needed that recording, Judy. BD practically does our job for us.
The BD will be the death of us. Seriously. If Arasaka finds out you have it, you're dead.
Don't worry about it, Judy.
I'm
Calm
dead.
down. Relax.
Judy, relax.
Evelyn's gonna be fine.
Nobody will ever know.
Evelyn, please. No shortcuts. You go that route, City'll always
City
win.
always
So be
wins.
careful.
Of course I will be. Besides, we'll talk in a bit.
Right, Evelyn, come on.
Let's walk. Well, what do you think?
You know what? Are you sure everything's under control, Evelyn?
Intel on
Are you sure?
Yorinobu, the chip, the BD from Konpeki. Winds right.
Sure.
Plan's perfect. A job like this comes 1 in a million.
Thanks. Now the punchline, please.
Just sounds too good to be true.
I do still think
What's the catch?
this game
Cold
is
feet.
slightly worse just because
Are you looking to get out of it?
we
I
don't
want to know
get to
if you're
have the
really in
choice
control
with
here.
Evelyn.
That you're not sending me into the sort of shit I can't wait
Like,
out
it would
of.
be cooler
V,
to,
I have 0 reasons to haze you.
you know,
We're
go
in this
behind,
together. Really.
Dexter's back.
Trust
in
me
my opinion.
that I got this.
When I saw the option,
Think I see
it
how
felt like
you
it
know
was
so
going to
much
be one
about
of those options.
Yorinobu.
But
It's simple. Men like pillow talk a bit too much.
So it's just about the sex.
bit frustrating,
Biz.
but we roll with it.
And biz only.
You're not worried? Arasaka will flag and screen anyone who's had dealings with Yorinobu.
Oh, they'll have a long
What do you
list
wonder
then.
if they would
Packed full
like
of big names. Much bigger than mine.
to have maybe
tell me
made
who
Evelyn
they check
savable in
first.
the game?
Corpo
But-
hotshots and cutthroats? Or a little
I don't
bedroom
know.
plaything?
It seemed rushed,
like
but it
me?
didn't need to be rushed, right?
You're sure Yorinobu doesn't expect this kind of move from you?
He's got no idea. Trust me. He's too busy with Netwatch to give me that kind of attention. Besides, even if some suspicion takes root in his mind, it shouldn't matter. He won't react in time. And that's something you'll handle, right?
So, what now?
V. Do this job for me. I mean me alone.
See what I mean?
No
Like,
splitting the
when
payout
she
with
says
anyone
this,
else.
you think, yeah,
No
I'll do
middlemen.
that. I hate Dex.
No Dex.
I'll think about it. I wish I could do it, Evelyn.
If I
wish.
agree, there'll be hell to pay, for sure.
I know. Whatever you decide, it stays between us. I can offer 50%.
I would take that.
Eddie's
I've got
enough to
crafting
do whatever the hell you like.
I'll be finished. Dex won't forgive a dirt move like this.
Dex isn't the only fixer in town.
Is it?
But my offer's the only one you'll ever get.
Let me think about it.
Mm-hmm. If you need me, call. I'll send you my number.
Peace
Okay.
out.
Good luck. Now go. I need a few words with Judy.
Well, there we go. Oh, here he is. Like the pest he is.
How things looking, Miss
Oh,
V?
yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Turns out Evelyn's recording from
Yeah.
Konpeki was worth our time.
Gina and me.
Beautiful. T-Bug already called. Said she's working her magic. And the flathead?
Nothing yet. On it now.
T-Bug says no chance at that chip without that bot. To work then, Miss V.
What a sweet little face you have.
Going
I
in or
literally just
staying
walked
out?
out the door, relax. No problem.
There a
No
problem?
problem. Right, guys, I think this might be the best place to leave it for today, right? We've done the bit with Lizzie. We've set up Act 1 nicely. We've got a few more things to go. We're obviously going to get to level 10 before we move forward. We will be streaming this every Wednesday moving forward. I know it's a Thursday night now, but this was the first stream. But I want to thank you guys for watching, of course. It's been amazing. Those of you in the chat, thank you for your opinions. It's been awesome. I just want to say thank you in general to the community as well for everything that you've done. In the description, there's lots of things for you to check out. As I said, if you want to see more about us, if you're new here, you want to see some playlists, please go down there and check it out. Well, thanks to the mods as well, Mr. Baron Crunchy and Scrunts, you would have seen in the chat. They're the guys that do the Elden Ring content in game, on the channel, sorry. So if you want to check out their content as well, feel free to go over to our channel and check that out. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. We hope to see you next Wednesday. We will schedule it. And remember, don't be a gonk.
Uppbeat Premium gives you unlimited access to the world's hottest beat makers and indie artists. Go premium